What's up, everybody? This is Shinjiro at Charles Green Fight Club, and also, as always, I'm here with Kelly.
What's up, dudes?
Dudes and dudettes, get down with your bed, so
Yes.
whatever. I don't know. I'm in a radical mood because was I'm working on our last minute PowerPoint adjustments. Of course, because of last week, I was listening to like nonstop '90s Euro dance. So
Beautiful. I love it.
right. So I mean, I can't help myself. It's like those songs get stuck in your head. What are you gonna do, right?
Yeah. I mean,
And there's
very
some
true.
songs that I was listening to I'm like, man, we should have brought this up last week, but we would have went on for like hours. Was it Blue World or something like that by Apple 65?
Oh yeah. Hmm.
What was the other one that technically is a '90s Euro dance, but I kind of hesitate because it was again it's part of that transitional movement, which was Sandstorm.
Oh, huh.
I'm like, yeah, technically, yeah, it kind of sneaks in there. And Sarah, do you believe in love? Like,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, okay, you know. But at the same time, I'm like, I can't remove any of the songs we did cover for those, as good as they are.
Yep. Yep. Yeah.
Especially not
Sandstorm was
nowadays, you know.
2000. Oh,
Hmm?
come on. That's like that was like end of the 90s,
Yeah, that's why. Like
like
people
classic.
people consider
Yeah.
it like '90s. I'm like, eh. I mean, I get the technicality, but no, you know,
Hmm.
it's very much in the theme of '90s Eurodance. But
Yeah.
again, it's very trances or trance-ish.
Hmm.
Just like we talked about with like Daft Punk, you know.
Oh yeah.
Because we're gonna do that, then we're gonna start including like Prodigy, Firestarter, Freestyle London, who again are like '99, 2000, 2001, right? So
Yeah. Yeah. It's very close to the
once
end.
once we go down that rabbit hole, we're never gonna stop. Like, we're just gonna start making exceptions, and it's never gonna end, right?
Yeah, because as soon as you give as soon as you give that, like, oh well, it's got to be a 5 year window because there was carryover from releases to,
Yeah,
and let's roll it back a little bit because so like 97 was like full on internet for everybody, but
yeah.
not like people were still buying their music on physical media.
Oh yeah.
So you weren't getting your songs fully from like Kazaa or LimeWire. I mean,
Napster.
I would never do that.
I remember um, going to the Virgin Megastore because I was going to college in Burbank at the time, and there was one not that far, and that
Okay.
that was the spot, man. We
Yeah.
spent hours in there. We didn't spend that much money because we were poor college kids, but
Yeah.
we just spent a lot of time in there listening to tracks. They had a great selection, especially because trance was taken off.
Oh yeah.
You know, so
Yeah. I mean, I think Virgin was the better place to get like Euro
yeah,
centric
100%.
dance music,
Hmm.
whereas yeah, because I was shopping in either at Tower
Yep.
in Northridge or in Woodland Hills.
And then I also had God, I'm brain farting on the name. It's a huge ass record store. Amoeba Music in Hollywood
Amoeba
also.
in
Yeah.
yeah. Mhm.
Used to go to Amoeba and a couple other record shops. Well, you know, they used to still actually sell records back then.
Yeah,
Also, it's weird that Tower Records essentially doesn't exist here, but they live on in Japan.
that's cool.
Kind of like Coco's.
Yeah. Oh right. Oh, miss you, Cocos.
Yeah, like Coco's is still alive in Japan. And they have great uniforms too, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, and they do anime freaking
Like collabs,
collabs.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
so does Circle K in Japan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like
And
all
7-Eleven.
well, it's interesting because we're gonna have to talk about. I'm gonna finish this thought. All the convenience stores in Japan, for most part, I think Family Mart might be the exception, were at one point American companies.
Hmm.
So you have 7-Eleven, which was American, it got bought and then split and then reacquired, and then you have what they call Sunkus in Japan, which is Circle K, bought and
Okay.
licensed. Lawson's was actually a chain of like fast dairy stores for the Midwest.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
that's why they have the milk jug in their logo. So it's
Hmm.
also an American company. So interesting. I think Family Mart may be a Japanese only one. But then like the restaurant chains too. They have Coco's, they have Denny's. What else do they have? Besides fast food, like I know Coco's, Denny's. I'm brain farting. There's a couple others that like almost don't exist here anymore, right?
Oh, uh-huh.
But you still see
Mhm.
them in Japan because family restaurants are still a thing, right?
Yeah.
No In-N-Out in Japan though, not yet, anyways. But it's like I wouldn't eat an In-N-Out in Japan because they have Moss Burger, which is so much better,
Oh.
and it's cheaper than In-N-Out just because of the exchange rate. Anyways, let's actually get this started, and let's kick us off with a little recap from last week. As you know, I was at the Ice Cube Bobblehead game, and you sent
Yes.
me to this galley. Ice Cube posted about it.
Oh yeah.
The little
LA baseball head.
yeah.
And you can't see his head in here, but he actually just painted as a baseball with like a bunch of Dodger stuff on there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because he has that
But yeah.
mask that he wears, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if he did he
So
paint the shirt himself too. I don't know. I mean, that was quick. you know,
I don't this is yeah, because this was the day of the
day
game,
of the
I
game, right?
think. I
Yeah.
want to say. Yeah. I
So I'm like,
was like, what the heck?
yeah.
But man, I'd love to get that shirt. LA baseball head, if you're out there, hit us up.
Yeah. We will. We're not asking for sponsorship. We will buy the shirt.
Yeah.
We're not big or famous enough to get free stuff yet. Maybe one day
Right.
before we die. Hopefully, I don't
Yeah,
know.
we'll still pay for the shirt. Like we're not accept
Yeah, yeah.
we don't
Oh
want
no,
it
no,
for
no.
free, but
We support local artists. Okay, so for all you listeners out there, which there are not many, but that is something we recommend. Support your local businesses and artists, unless they're
for
ripping
sure.
you off, and then it's okay to tell them to f off. But there's lots of little mini businesses out there, including Etsy stores that you can search locally. Hit them up.
Hmm.
Buy some stickers, buy some T-shirts, whatever. As long as they're not doing anything illegal or fronts or anything. Do your
Yeah.
homework, do your due diligence. Oh man. Okay, so let's talk about this week's video, which is one of our favorite types of videos. Now, probably not everyone else's favorites, just judging by like our analytics.
Yeah.
Right now, our most popular videos all seem to be like Vice and Disney, which makes sense. I mean, that has the
Mhm.
biggest, broadest fan base,
Audiences, I
right? Like
guess.
anime,
Yeah.
and as far as people online, right? Now, not to be insulting, but we all know that most baseball card guys are old.
Hey.
And not the perpetually online types. We defy that description, at least for the perpetually online part. We are perpetually online, but we are kind of old. We're not that old. We talk like we're old, but come on.
Yeah.
We're in the prime
Maxing.
we're in the prime of our midlife crisis.
That's that's right. I'm about to buy a Corvette.
It has to be convertible, and you have to start wearing
Oh,
the denim shorts now and a polo shirt.
oh, am I? And the New Balances.
Yes, you got to go full
Okay.
unk, right?
Full unk, okay.
I mean, I'm halfway there. I did have to buy new shoes the other day, and as you know me personally, I always wear Merrells, right? I
Hmm.
just have a weird gait. I tend to drag my heels every once in a while because of arthritis and stuff like that. So I tend to wear stuff with thicker soles that wears better. So I always bought Merrells. My size being a little strange because I have wide feet was not in stock. So I'm like,
Hmm.
crap. I just need something right that just for a walking around shoe. And
Yeah.
so I've officially reached middle age because I bought my first pair of Skechers.
Oh my god! Did you really?
Oh yeah. I mean they're not like sneaker Skechers. These look like my Merrells. They're leather, so they're very much
Okay.
loafers. But they're the type that slip on, which they're famous for, just like my Merrells
Hmm.
were. And I will say, very comfy. I get it now. I get why
Yes.
my
Yeah.
why my
Skechers are-
dad and all the elder gentlemen in my family, and most people's families, wear Skechers.
Yeah. Well, and they're like the easiest to find in wide sizes
Yes,
too.
yes, they
Mhm.
are. Like when you start searching for wide shoes, they had a lot of options. Most
Yeah.
companies only had like a couple models available in that size that I needed. But for Skechers, like, oh yeah, we got like the whole lineup.
Right.
So I'm like, all right. And I will say it's been a couple weeks. I like them. We'll see how long they last. That's kind of like I said. I tend to drag my heels a little bit because of my weird gait.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
So that'll be the test for me. If the souls survive. If they do, I'll probably buy more. If they don't, I'll just wait for my Merrills to come back in stock and buy another set, another pair. But anyways, getting off topic again. So yeah, our favorite video type, personally, is these random
Mhm.
packs we get every month, or I get every month.
Yeah.
And that was this week's video. This is kind of a neat collection because like, we have the kind of typical junk wax they seem to send me every month.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, but like the tops 10 being back there, A and G being in there again. The minors, the Panini Select was kind of cool. The Donruss pack being in there, I like that. Like that's my kind of variety, you know.
Hmm.
And if I remember correctly, we did get a relic from the Donruss pack on this one. And I think we got a numbered card from the Heritage, maybe. We had,
Yeah, I
s-
think
yeah, we
so.
had some cool stuff. Nothing mind blowing, you know.
Yeah.
But definitely lots of cool stuff. And some of the packs being older too. A lot of like, as you like to always say, the member berries were coming on strong.
Yep. It was
Or
good.
as I would say, let's remember some dudes, right?
Yeah.
But everyone go check that video out. Shoot us some comments, or you have suggestions for older stuff. I mean, I'll admit, like, I actually had me looking for like hobby boxes of tops 10. They're surprisingly expensive. I don't know why.
Are they really?
Yeah, I'm surprised they go for that much for a sealed box. Same for some of the older Donruss and Panini. Like, they always send like 25, 24 era stuff.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm like surprised how expensive they are. I didn't think they'd be that popular, especially for unlicensed. Junk wax boxes are like 15 bucks, 20 bucks.
Right.
But I don't need like 40 packs. So I'm okay with the slow burn, right?
Yep.
Because like we did that hockey junk wax video.
Good Lord, that was a big old
Yeah, it was a
hobby.
ton of fun, but that was a lot of cards.
Yeah.
So I don't know that we need to do a whole box of those again.
Right.
I think we did get the whole set out of that box. As it felt like we did.
Pretty
Because we had a
much,
lot of
I
dupes of
think.
even like the inserts.
Yeah, there's yeah, I
Those
mean
were
I for sure got there was for sure like two team sets, I think, of the Kings in there.
yeah.
So
Yeah, because
that's
you
how you
gave
know
me
there
you gave
was
me a
like
lot of
a ton.
duplicates. I'm like, oh, I got like almost the whole team.
Yeah.
You could pry this Marty McSorley from my cold dead hands. Never mind, he's a jerk. For those who know what I'm talking about, look it
Lucky,
up. He is not a fan of
lucky
PK
Luke.
Subban.
Or PK.
I know that sucked, but I mean, it's kind of on brand for Marty McSorley.
Yeah.
So like, it was shocking but not surprising, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
So let us make our way into the hobby talk for this week,
Yes.
or card hobby talk, I should say, or wax hobby. I mean, we call them wax, but they're not really wax packs anymore.
No.
So we fell asleep on another release.
What's new?
We're like, oh crap, these came out. Though in retrospect, we didn't miss much. The cards are super cool. So this is 2026 Topps Chrome
Mhm.
Disney.
Yeah.
Some very cool stuff in there, including
Hmm.
I just realized I forgot to put a picture up in our site show. Including the Disney baseball cards are back.
Oh yeah, yeah. The Goofy as a Dodger now,
Yeah,
and
Goofy's Dodger, and I think Mickey was a Yankee. I forget what it was,
yeah.
and there was a whole thing. But
Yes.
super cool. But why we're not too sore about it is I think only the blasters are available for sale right now on Tops, or they might be
Hmm.
gone already. But I was like, oh crap, we missed out on a hobby box. I wonder how much they were, and I think it was like $419 per
God damn.
at MSRP.
That's
I
that's wild.
was like, ah, yeah, we weren't gonna buy that anyways. So we
Yeah.
are men of
That's
means, but not those kinds of means. Not that much means, you know.
yeah. Right.
Maybe that
Yeah,
means
and
maybe
I
just
think
men of M. Is that how far do we? I don't say M because that alludes to that was being masochist, but we're buying baseball cards, so
yeah,
we kind of are.
yeah. I like how they did the like they did this year's pack as like a half and half.
Half and half. Oh,
Yeah, so like Disney, so Moana is an actual Disney movie,
Yeah,
and Toy Story was Pixar. So it's
yeah.
like you're not just getting, I guess, Disney property. I don't know. Like sometimes you feel like you get gypped when you get like all Pixar stuff in your Disney box, and you're like, what the fuck was this?
I know it's kind of weird because like for us who have been around long enough and know we separate Disney and Pixar, right?
Yeah.
They're separate companies, you know.
Hmm.
But for people who grew up, I guess post Toy Story era, like the post original Toy Story original Pixar movies, they're kind of blended to being the same company.
Hmm.
Because that's like the
Yeah.
Disney Pixar era, right?
Right.
And it's still kind of that way. And then of course, even Disney feature animation has gone 3D, which is like Moana, right? Like if you would have known better, you would think it was a Pixar movie, but
Hmm.
it's Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same with Frozen, right? So those are Disney
Yeah.
feature animation, um, but they're all very much in that same style. So it's kind of blurring the lines, so to speak, nowadays. Let's take a look at some of these cards. These are pretty cool. I love that it's not really a rookie card, but it's a Gary Disney debut card. Do you see that? Did you notice that?
Oh, it is. What
Yeah.
the hell? That's kind of cool. D debut.
So I wonder if there's other like debut cards, like cards that haven't been on this set yet. Maybe I don't know.
Well, that one's from, I don't know. How would they even? Okay, so I guess they're going by movie calendar year,
I was wondering if maybe if he just hasn't been in the set before. I don't know.
because this is because he's from Zootopia too, and I think it either came out last year or like at the end of last year or
Mm,
after Disney Chrome came out, or
okay.
or at like at the early parts of this year. I'll
Hmm.
have to double check, but
Yeah, I don't know. It's
because
just I
this
just
is
thought it was
one of
neat.
those weird ones. Oh yeah, so it came out 2025,
Oh, okay.
but it's Disney's like one of those weird ones where like what's it called, like their movies in
Hmm.
the theater come out on like Disney Plus in like 3 or 4 months.
Oh,
So it's like it's like a quick turnaround to try to like, oh, people that didn't come see it, look,
yeah,
and you're paying for Disney Plus. It's you can see it now. It's
yeah.
like what the hell?
I will admit, again, I know we're gonna sell him for saying this. I do kind of miss like the time before streaming,
Mm.
when you wanted to go see a new movie, you had to go to the theater to see it.
Yes.
Yeah, it was like a thing. Like you would go with your friends like once or twice, like once a week or maybe every other week to go catch whatever new movie came out. You know,
Hmm.
especially if it was a big movie like Jurassic Park or going back to Disney like when Hercules came out. You know,
Yeah. Hmm.
or the original Toy Story.
Yeah. I mean, that's a component that you're missing. I mean, not necessarily missing from like families, but like I feel less families do that because of streaming.
That and the cost. I mean, the movie ticket
They yeah,
nowadays is crazy. But
and the
I mean,
concessions and everything is like
also the urgency
ridiculous.
is not there because before it's like if you didn't watch in the theater, you'd have to wait like at least a year to catch it
Oh
on
yeah, for it to come
VHS,
out.
yeah,
Hmm.
or syndication or whatever. You could see it on HBO like a year later, right? If you had
Yeah.
HBO. But yeah, I mean that's not a thing anymore because now it either goes straight to streaming or like you're saying, 3 months after it's out, it's already on Disney Plus or streaming services. So there's no like desperation to go see it unless you're one of those people that has to be in the know and doesn't want spoilers, right?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing too. Is like you know that as soon as it comes out, somebody's gonna be freaking blabbing online about it. Like,
Oh, I mean, even before it comes out, the guys who see like
yeah,
the preview version or whatever are always like just leak. Like everyone's so obsessed with leaks, you know.
yeah.
It's kind of crazy. Like I
Like,
didn't
oh
like.
yeah.
I think for like the Avengers movies, I don't think I watched. I think the last one I actually saw in theaters was Age of Ultron.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that was the only like I saw like Iron Man in theaters. I saw First Avengers, Age of Ultron. I saw Captain America in theaters. So pretty much everything pre Age of Ultron I saw in theaters. But after Age of
Hmm.
Ultron, I don't think I've seen a single one in the theater. And a combination of again, like I'm a victim of that too. I don't feel the need
Hmm.
because it's available to stream at home within weeks, right?
Yeah.
And also, movie tickets suck.
Yeah.
Like they're very expensive, even for like the normal theaters.
Hmm.
They've come down a little bit, but then of course COVID happened too, right?
Oh
And so
yeah.
everyone kind of got used to watching everything at home, and we just kind of been kind of in that mode ever since.
Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah. Unfortunately, that lockdown kind of
It changed
killed
everything.
theaters a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mentioning the cards, we got of course the Disney mascot Mickey Mouse, and I guess like a sketch card.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. Of course, here's what everyone's here for though. With any Tops product, here for the autos. Now I am
Well, I guess
confused as to how Simba and Pumbaa can actually sign their names, but that's why you can see they have terrible penmanship.
right.
Lacking opposable thumbs does that. So
Yeah.
kudos to them for doing that.
That's who is well, that's Nathan Lane.
Yeah, what I'm saying, the penmanship matches the characters.
Oh, that's true. Very true. It's like, what was the other one that we saw that I was like, I think this dude's been dead for years. Like, what if
Oh,
they
we
got
saw a
like a
Pele
Mufasa
auto.
one and James Earl Jones has been gone for like
Yeah,
2
no,
years?
it was the Pele auto
Yeah,
in like the New World
from
Cup set, and we're
from
like,
Panini. Yeah,
isn't Pele dead? Like,
yeah, and it's like not even a cut auto. It's an actual autograph, and I'm like, has this dude been dead for like 5 years?
have they seen on these cards long? I mean, are they sticker? I mean, it's just a preview, so maybe it's a sticker auto. I don't know,
Yeah,
but
yeah. I mean, yeah,
it's
I
just
would think,
weird.
yeah, like maybe he signed a bunch of stickers before
Oh yeah, I'm
he
sure
passed
they gotta
away.
do that.
Yeah, but like I guess this Minnie Mouse one is a. I mean, how do you? It's like from the card itself, it doesn't look like it's an auto, but it also
Yeah,
doesn't have what's it called, Topps authentication or whatever,
right.
top certified.
Yeah, it doesn't have the certified autograph issue.
Yeah, so it's like a little bit weird in regards to like it's is it an actual auto card or like what's going on with
Yeah,
this
it's like a
card?
printed facsimile auto.
Yeah,
But I mean, it's got
and it
command
just
value
happens to be one
because
of
even if it's a
five.
fake auto, it's a 105, right, or whatever. So
Mm-hmm.
it's a five.
Yeah,
So, and I mean, and she's the classic Disney character, so she's gonna command a premium no matter what.
yeah. Well, it's a good thing we didn't buy into this expensive
Yeah, they're cool,
product.
but like we say, they're cool, but they're not $419 cool. I think even the blasters were like 60 something bucks.
I think so. They're
Yeah, so I was
pretty
like, oof, that hurts. Like to
up
me,
there.
blasters should be $25 regardless of product, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now I know that's not true because like I think Chrome blasters are around 30. But that's their
Yeah,
move
35 ish.
to push premium product, which is our next slide, where our flabbers were gasted when Top tweeted this out.
Oh, indeed.
Top says 2025 Dynasty Baseball pre-orders occurring, or already occurred. Is another equal release EQL single hobby box 14.99.99 one pack one card one auto.
Yep.
Man, you want to turn 1,500 bucks into like $30? There you go.
Yep.
Because like me were joking. We're totally you and me would buy a box and get like a Marlins middle reliever autograph.
Yeah.
You know,
I I mean, if there was a way that they could guarantee you the equivalence, I mean, at least 1,000. Like, I wouldn't feel bad if the card was at least like worth 1,000 as soon as I opened it,
yeah, but very few cards
right?
are. You know,
Yeah, and then the problem is that they can't announce it as an Otani only set, right? Because
yeah,
then it'll be $5,000 for the
yeah.
box.
Well, and that's like something one of my friends who's very wealthy and can afford to buy these
Mhm.
cards, but he wouldn't do it. He said because I
Yeah,
could just buy an Otani auto for cheaper than this.
yeah,
Oh, but everything in this set's numbered. And who cares?
yeah.
Ultimately, it's like it's a set for speculators and chasers
Yep.
and gamblers. That's all it's for.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's just for gamblers, and even then, they would prefer to buy the ones that are like, um, what was the other one? I think it's like Immaculate,
Oh yeah, yeah,
where it's like 6 cards and one
or
of them
tier
is a
one,
guaranteed auto one. Yeah,
something like that.
it's
Yeah,
one of
or
those. Yeah,
finest. It's one of the, yeah. Like you get like two
hmm
autos. It's only like 6 cards in a box or something like that. Yeah,
yeah, and it's like 3 grand or something for the box, or
yeah,
yeah, whatever it is. But you get 6 cards total,
yeah.
and because it's like, well, the odds are greater to get something. This is like a
Single card.
I don't even know
You
how
know.
many.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like however many boxes they make of this is
yeah,
what your odds are. Like one of whatever,
yeah.
and I don't
I
know.
don't know.
I mean,
Yeah, for me
I'm
too. I'm
sure.
just
I'm
it's
sure somebody.
we're not the target demographic for this. You know.
Yeah, yeah. And then the other thing too is like as soon as they pull the big card out of this, like instantly every freaking other box is half price.
Yeah,
So maybe we can pick it up at at 750 for
Frankenstein or
for
something.
one
Yeah.
card. Yeah. Like, but they already pulled the show. Hey, like, what would I be getting out of this?
Or you just wait like
Like,
5 years. You know,
a
because
Paul
I mean,
Skeens.
that's why we keep picking up old stuff for cheap.
Hmm.
You know, like we bought some like Panini stuff from like 2013, even 2021, and it's like super cheap
Yeah.
because it's like it's all recency bias. Like I was telling people like a lot of these cards that I want, like there was a Nolan Ryan. It was like a super cool Nolan Ryan's parallel from Topps Chrome Platinum like 3 or 4 years ago, right? It was like gold, and it was like it looked like hand turned metal, and it was him for the Angels. It was just an awesome card. And I was like, oh, I want this card so bad. And of course, I bought into a couple Angels breaks back then, didn't get it. Yeah, I was a long shot
Hmm.
anyways. And I was looking on eBay and like what was that? ComC, to see what the price. And people were asking like 50, $60 for this card, right? And I
Hmm.
was like, I'll just wait. I don't need it that bad. And sure enough, if you go right now, I think it's like $4. It's like it's
Yeah.
been long enough, and I've seen that for a lot of like even the cars that at the time when I pulled them were expensive. You wait a couple years, and it's like unless the player does something insane, or they really go off, like their values are just going to keep dropping as the years go on.
Oh yeah, for
Um,
sure.
I mean, look at remember how much like James Outman autos were when he was that on that rookie year,
Oh yeah,
and and
that
and
was a
now they're like free, you know.
yeah,
Um, Max Muncy autos are still under $20. Will Smith autos went up because of the World Series. The crazy one
yeah.
is like Yam's rookie autos like doubled because of the World Series. But yeah, I mean it's you can just wait.
Yeah, for sure.
And then you and me are we've talked about this. We're kind of waiting for the market to collapse anyways, and then we're gonna buy all kinds of stuff.
Yep.
Our PCs will grow like crazy when this whole hobby collapses upon itself. It's a roller coaster. It happens. It peaks, it valleys, it peaks again. We've seen this throughout our entire lives.
Yep. Nothing new.
Yeah. Look at Beanie Babies. Look at Hot Wheels. Comic books. They all have their peak, and then they have their valleys, and then if you're a speculator, whatever, then you buy whenever. But if you're just a collector, just wait for the valleys.
Hmm. Yep.
Anyways, enough top
Always wait for the
bashing.
values.
Yeah, enough top bashing for now. Who are we bashing next? Oh, Panini.
Yeah. On the on the other, but this is funny because it's like on the other side of the spectrum.
Yeah,
It's like, what was it? It's
one and one.
yeah, it's called One and One. So I don't know. I think it might be 2 cards, but this is like $500 or something like that. But it's all WNBA.
Yeah, but isn't it like one's an auto, and they're all like crazy low numbered or something too? Was I was
Yeah,
reading.
I think so.
Yeah, but it's still 500
But
bucks.
yeah, but it's funny because the I guess WNBA is just like the rights for the teams and the players are just like must be super cheap because Panini is like
All over it.
I think both Panini and Tops have it. Yeah, so
Uh,
it's like an open one. Like there's no exclusive deal.
oh, okay.
So it's one of the few Panini products where you can still get the team logos and everything on the cards as
Which I
well
kind of
as
like. Like, I
the
get that
player.
people don't want like the bastard era of junk wax, where we had like 30 companies making baseball cards that were licensed.
Uh huh.
But I do like having more than one licensed product, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool. It gives you options, right? So
Hmm. Yeah. I mean, and I understand the flip side too. Like, you want to control what product comes out
mhm.
because then somebody's like making like weird cards or whatever, and you're like, well, that's not what we signed on for when we licensed this to
Yeah,
you.
not that that stopped tops, you know.
Yeah. Right. Freaking garbage pail kids and wacky packages and
And
all
those
this other.
the ugly ass Bowman anime cards and whatever else we've seen so far, you know.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like what's the Bowman
AI,
that
AI
geode one?
garbage. Oh yeah, that
That makes like
was
no sense.
crazy.
Like what the hell?
Yeah,
Like what is this card?
what? He's a rock.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, these are available if you want. Go to the Panini website. I believe they're going on sale soon.
Is it this one
But
Dutch auction too?
no,
Oh, is it straight up?
there's a FIFA Prism set that's going to be
Ah,
Dutch
okay, okay.
auction. Dude, I saw the the hobby box for that FIFA
Hmm.
is also like $400.
Oh,
Yeah, and I think it's 12 packs.
oh man.
So yeah, definitely waiting on the Dutch auction on that one so that I can see. Hopefully I can get one
Oh, that'd be cool.
not anywhere near 400
Oh yeah,
bucks.
no. I would feel more comfortable maybe around like 200 at most. But
Hmm.
will it get there is a question before they're sold out. You never know.
Yeah, that's the problem too because it's like an international
Yep,
release, so you have all the people from like Argentina and all these other soccer countries and stuff, and you're like, ugh, okay, well,
yep.
time to it's time to put my fighting gloves on. Ugh, ugh,
Make sure,
sharpen up the elbows.
yeah,
Eh.
exactly. Make sure they wear those illegal weighted gloves.
Right.
They get real nasty. Okay, moving on. Another one you sent me. This is pretty funny, and it lines up with our theme, which we'll talk about later on this chat.
Oh yeah, this is super cool. So I was not aware of this, and I don't think you were aware of it either. But you actually let me know a side story to
Mhm.
this. So um, I guess this was a race actually from like I want to say it was like March or April, but it's the grandson. So let me back it up here a little bit. So we obviously were fans of Uma Musume,
Mhm.
uh, and there's some racehorses in that game that were they lived a good life. They sired children. Apparently, the grandson of Major McQueen and the great and also the great grandson of Oguri Cap won a race recently, and the name of the horse was Oguri Mcqueen.
Which is funny.
So nice little mixture there of
Yeah.
of the both of them. Yeah, career victory number 4 on April 11th. So that's crazy. And you told me about the Major farm, which had a string of bad luck due to was it due to a
A
gory cap?
volcano.
Yeah,
Well,
well, yeah.
Oguri Cap wasn't. No, Sunday
No, it
Silence.
was Sunday Silence.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
Sunday
caused the
Silence.
downfall, or the beginning of the end for Digital Farms. And then volcanic eruption finished them off. Now it's a pretty long, detailed story, so if you guys are interested, go check it online and read about it. Um, that's why the Megiddo Ranch effectively no longer exists, though it kind of does, which we'll talk about next. And
Hmm.
also, aside from this, so Gurdy Cap, much like Sunday Silence, came from a poor pedigree. I believe his dancing cap was the father, White Narubi was the mother, and neither of them were anything prestigious, right? And so when he went to
Hmm.
stud, initially people were all hyped because, of course, it's Oguri Cap. It's like the greatest racehorse in Japanese history at that point. His
Right.
progeny did not do great, and so like within a couple of years, like they said, like his stud fee continued like fell precipitously. The request dropped like a rock, and it really just came down to yeah. I mean, we wanted to try because he was famous for his genetics, but really his genetic lineage is terrible, right?
Hmm.
And Oguri Cap also was born weak and small and frail, which is part of why he's such a famous horse. Um, and so it just he didn't win he just like Sunday Silence. The thinking was, well, he's like a long shot, like he's a genetic freak, right? He's
Hmm.
not necessarily going to pass those genes on. Now, for Sunday Silence, he did.
Ah,
But for Oguri Cap, what ended up happening was the bloodline, so to speak, of Oguri Cap essentially all but vanished. And there is
dang, that's
one
crazy.
private farm somewhere in Japan that the guy's like, grew up a huge fan of Oguri Cap during all the hype of that
Hmm.
era, and his kind of job or his goal has been to maintain the bloodline. So he found the few remaining descendants of Oguri Cap's bloodline. Has been breeding them with other, what he can afford because he's stud fees are crazy, right?
Right,
Like it's the world's most expensive prostitution when you think about
right, yeah,
it.
definitely,
Like ain't no humans out there making this kind of money for a single session, you know?
right.
Crazy. Um, so he's preserving the Oguri, which is where this comes from, and also the Megiddo Ranch. I think it's like former manager or something is bringing them back too. So it's kind of cool that the Megiddo bloodline and the Oguri bloodline live on. So that's kind of neat. Again, you have to kind of be into horse racing and the whole horse racing is very big into like genealogy. It's really strange to a lot of people,
Yeah. Mhm.
but it is what it is, and
Yep.
it's not unusual for a lot of horses to be like two horses to have like the same grandfather on both sides.
Yeah.
Kind of freaky, you know.
Yep. So that's kind of cool. I mean, it's definitely like cats. You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah,
Like with dogs, you can kind of breed stuff out
yeah.
and like kind of pick and choose what you want. But cats are like, yeah, no, it's roll of the dice.
Well, and then thoroughbreds especially because like like most successful thoroughbreds all seem to have problems, and that's not new.
Oh, uh-huh.
Because
Hmm.
thoroughbreds, for those who don't know, thoroughbred racehorses are glass cannons. They're
Yeah.
strong but light. They're smaller than your typical horse, your draft horse, your riding horses. Incredibly fast, like greyhounds, right?
Hmm.
And so that type of body build and breeding for that comes with a lot of physical maladies.
Yeah.
And again, not the inbreeding is not helping. Um, there are certain bloodlines that are known to have sort of like mental problems or mental quirks.
Hmm.
Famously, the Gold Clan, as famous through Umazing, which is Stay Gold is the progenitor, and all of his descendants are just as weird and neurotic as he is, right? Or he was.
Yeah.
I was reading again that Silent Suzuka and Silent Suzuka's brother both had this personality quirk where they could not stand being alone. Both of them would start crying. They would sneak out of their pens, but their mood would completely change once they're around other horses or people. So they're very lonely horses. But the article went on to explain that this is also a trait that their mother
Oh, okay.
had. So again, there are certain weird personality traits that get passed down to these horses, right?
Hmm.
So, but yeah, you guys will look into it. It's very fascinating to dive into like horse racing.
Yeah.
So let's move on. Let's our next string. We're gonna move away from horse racing and let's talk about whole life. That's something else we're both into.
Yep.
If you guys can't tell, we bring it up. It kind of sneaks its way into a lot of our chats, right? And content.
Mhm.
So my personal favorite, or one of my personal favorites, Subaru hit a milestone. She hit 2 million subscribers. Now this is
Yeah.
funny and a
Congrats.
great milestone because I think it was like 2.5 years was the first time when she got to like 1.9 million.
Oh my god.
And everyone was telling her like, "Oh, you're gonna be at 2 million soon. It's got, you're almost there." And she kind of joked
Hmm.
about like, "I've been almost there for 2.5 years."
Yeah.
But she admits she also never pushed for it. She didn't do like, let's get subscribers, streams. She didn't promote herself that way. She just kind of like doing what she did. So it never really bothered her
Hmm.
that much. But she did it, So congratulations to Subaru. Famously, within Whole Live, like we all joke, she's like the only normal one.
Yeah.
Like the story is that she went to the audition for Whole Live because her house had burned down, and she was doing like part-time jobs trying to get by, and it wasn't enough. And so she was just
Hmm.
looking for a job. And the way it's told is she went into the interview, whatever you want to call it, the audition, and she didn't really know anything about. The only streamer she knew, I think she said, was the uh, virtual Obachan in Japan, which is like these old ladies who stream, you know, the virtual grandmas, right?
Oh my god. Uh-huh.
And they became kind of a viral sensation in Japan because they interact with their viewers like grandmas would. So people like to watch them and ask them questions and to get grandmotherly advice, right? So that was
Okay,
like the
that makes
limit
sense.
of
Mhm.
her experience with VTubers. She had never really played a lot of video games outside of like going to arcade, or maybe some phone games.
Mhm.
What else did she say? She wasn't a singer, definitely not a dancer. Like she really had no entertainment background whatsoever. And the story goes that she was ultimately hired just through sheer force of personality.
Wow.
Like her audition, her personality was so good, and they liked it so much that that's why they hired her. And in her stream for the 2 million subscribers, she talks about how that first year for her was tough because she's watching all of her gen mates, which is Gen 2 or Gen 3. I'm trying to remember now.
3, I think.
Gen 3, yeah, I think so. And like they're all gamers and they're they always want to be VTubers and whatever, and they're just kind of going for it, right? And she's just kind of there like I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And
Mhm.
she talked about many times thinking about quitting. She's like I don't know what I'm doing. This is not for me, right?
Yeah.
But from support of she called out some of the older gens like Gen 0, Gen 1, and Gen 2, like Marine and all the other ones kind of helping her out and giving her encouragement to keep going. Her manager at the time, Yago himself, she said that the first, before she even started her first debut stream, she remembers getting to a huge argument with Yago. Yago.
What the fuck?
She's like, I was screaming at him over the phone. She's like, I'm going to lose my job. I haven't even started yet.
Oh my god.
But yeah, she said she was very open. She said it was pretty dark. She's like, 'cause she needed the money because again, it's tough for her to find work, right?
Mhm.
She lost everything in a fire, and she's like, I don't think I'm cut out for this. I don't even know why why I auditioned. And here we are. It was 8 years later. She may not be the top subs, but I think they said that she's like her subscriber is not the highest. I think the highest is still Gura, right? Number two is Marine. This is for all time,
Mm.
not just current. And
Yeah.
she's pretty far down the chain compared to like Pecora and some of the other really, really, big ones. But I saw an article in Japan that was saying that despite the sub count not being what you think, she remains, I think, one of the highest like engagement rating VTubers in whole life.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So like if you measure that metric, which I learned like in modern YouTube parlance, that's kind of more important than subs. Uh, some YouTubers or creators have a lot of subs, but not a lot of engagement.
Mhm.
Whereas it's the opposite for VTubers, especially whole live. And so she's ranked really highly on the engagement end of things. So she gets a lot of chats, she gets a lot of super chats, she gets a lot of people commenting and things like that. Her live view average is really high compared to everyone else.
Yeah.
So she's definitely very popular, despite the fact that her sub count doesn't seem that great. You know,
Yeah. So she's actually second gen.
second gen, okay.
Yeah.
So is Marine first
It's
gen then?
crazy.
I thought
Marine is third
third.
gen.
So Marine's after.
Yeah.
Huh. I thought Marine was first.
Yeah. The only well, there's two first gens on the top like 10.
Yeah,
It's Fubuki,
yeah,
and she's at one. Well, I guess guard doesn't really count, right? So,
yeah.
yeah. So she's fifth on the list for well, sixth all time,
Yeah.
and then Mori, who was English's for first gen,
Uh,
is seventh,
not technically a first
and
gen, but a
yeah, yeah, but first English release, I guess, is
yeah.
we could call her. Um, she only has 2.6.
Mm,
So the gap between third, which is Suisse,
mm-hmm.
and Pecora, which is in fourth.
Yeah.
So their Suisse is at 2.8, Pecora is at 2.7, right? And then Marine's at 4.3, and Guru was at 4. Well, like max all time was 4.7
Yeah.
for her. So
Yeah. So
I
the
don't know.
gap's pretty big.
Mhm.
But again, that's not all that matters. If you just go by sub counts, it's one thing. But they were saying she remains incredibly popular
Yep.
through engagement, merchandise sales, all kinds of stuff like that. So good for her. She's one of our favorites. We
Yep.
like her. Again, she's like the most normal and innocent of them all, because she's not.
Yeah.
She didn't come into this already as a gamer and being aware of VTubers and the whole kind of genre,
Hmm.
So she has a different energy than everyone else for sure. So, do you want to talk about the next slide? We'll take turns here.
Oh my god.
I know you love this one.
I might not be able to stop laughing when I see this
Good,
picture.
good, good. Even better. Let's make you struggle through this.
Oh my god. So I'm looking away from the screen right now because I know what the slide is. Fuck, it was so good. All right, so there's a so it's a Gigi and CC created their own, I guess, like little, well, it's their group, right?
Well, it's a
Like,
pairing, right?
yeah. So whenever they get paired up, they you know, they well, I think they even said, oh fuck, I'm looking at the picture. Hang on. Okay.
Okay, so I'll explain
So
this
they
part
so
about the
they
groupings.
they
So,
actually they
so
actually hang out
yeah.
together is the thing.
So I'll explain this the grouping part to people so you can get the chuckles out. So there are official and unofficial groupings,
Uh,
pairings, what have you, in whole life.
yes.
They're usually they usually grow organically. Most of the times the groupings are based on like the gens, like Nepalabo.
Yeah.
Nepalabo is
Hmm.
Gen 5 or 6 maybe. That's it stands for their names. It's Nene, Polka, Lamy, and Boltan, right? Because they all same gen. That's Nepalabo.
Yes, they.
Um, and some are just pairings that tend to interact a lot, like Peko Marty is Marine and Pecora, right? They always see the shooting. They're
Hmm.
also gen mates, which helps. Um, and some are official, some are non-official. The official ones tend to be ones that are streamed together a lot. They use the hashtag a lot, and the company has recognized it as such because you'll see them make like music videos, and that becomes like
Yeah.
their idol unit name, right? And so the one we're looking at, they're just looking with this slide, is Cecilia Emmergreen and Gigi Morden are two of the English talents for Hololive.
Hmm. Hmm.
And theirs is not on purpose, it's organic. As you were stating, they became really good friends. They hang out a lot in real
Yeah.
life outside of streaming. And Gigi's a bit crazy. And so she came up with their. It started as a joke,
The
and no one
group
thought
name,
they'd
I
get away
guess.
with it.
Yeah.
Are you good now? Do you want to talk about the rest? Or do you want me to finish?
No, go ahead and finish
Okay. And
because
so
that one's good.
their pairing name, and to give you some background, Gigi Murden's character, I don't even know what she is. She has a tail and everything, but she punches stuff, right? And so she started calling herself the Fister as a
Hmm.
joke, right? And everyone knows what kind of joke this is. Now, this is not something that most people you'd want to call yourself for something that's trying to be like idols,
Yeah.
And Cecilia Immigreen's kind of VTuber persona is an automaton. She's a robot, right?
Yeah.
What do you want to call it? And so they kind of combined them, and they their pairing name was unofficially became per Gigi Autofister.
Yeah. That's hilarious, dude.
And
And even the logo for
oh yeah.
for them, it's great.
Well, that's even funnier because the fans latched on immediately because that is just wild. They
Uh-huh.
call these two girls Autofister,
Yeah.
and their energy together. on streams
Oh my
is
god.
pure chaotic energy.
Yeah.
It is like they did a live show and they just started wrestling with each other. Like it was just
Yeah.
it
It's
was
fucking
so,
wild. And then okay, and so the part of it, so okay,
you
so
good now?
part of it, yeah, part of the show was they hired two old male actors to play them or represent them, I guess. In a, but basically it's essentially like a live action version of what they do,
Yeah,
but with actors instead of 3D models. So the guys were lip syncing basically to what the girls were actually saying.
yeah.
So and they're fucking wild,
They were
man.
hamming
Like
it up.
like,
Yeah,
yeah. They're like I should suck that off. And it's like you could tell like there's like a slight hesitation. There's like I'm getting paid too much for this.
yeah, yeah. We're not getting
His
paid enough for this.
experience. Yeah, like, oh, okay, well maybe he's like, no, 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 maybe we should do this first. Like they were getting each other out of it, but at the same time, they were going further and further down the line of how
Yeah,
bad they could go.
yeah.
It was great.
It's like they're they're towing that line on the edge of being demonetized. You know,
Yeah.
and it was really funny because it came out of nowhere. Like it was not announced they were gonna have this segment.
Yeah.
It just kind of popped out, and everyone's like, "What the hell is this?"
Hmm.
But
And then the best
hmm?
and then the best part was that they got canceled at the end of it.
Yeah,
Well, jokingly got
yeah,
canceled. And you see the Yagu at the head of Hololive comes out and he's like, oh no, and then it's just a big old canceled stamp.
yeah,
He's like dying through it too.
yeah.
He's like, I can't do this. Like it's too funny.
Again, it's really funny to see. Like Yagu is probably the most understanding boss the world has ever known.
Hmm.
Because the joke is that he wanted. It's not really a joke. 'Cause this is really what he wanted when they talked about this when they transitioned from being full VTuber agency to him wanting them to become an idol agency. And for
Hmm.
those who don't know this about Japanese idol culture, idols tend to have a specific persona, which is they're young and cute and all that good stuff, but there's a certain kind of pathological purity to them, right?
Hmm. Yeah, like they don't
Idols,
have boyfriends.
they don't
They
have
don't.
boyfriends, they don't talk about anything sexual, they tend to avoid all these topics. They don't, they try to stay pure, quote unquote, right? They
Hmm.
don't smoke, they don't drink, they don't do anything. And that's really gone out the window the last couple of years. It's it's
Oh
funny
yeah,
because
it's
like you
bad.
in my head I'm always picturing Yago crying because his dream is dying in front of his eyes, right, like
Hmm.
in real time, and then he wipes away the tears of all the money he's making.
Yeah.
Because I mean they've really exploded in popularity the crazier they've gotten.
Oh, 100%, dude. Like it's like and it's like they were saying like in the follow-up. So they had a follow-up stream, I think it was yesterday,
Oh, I didn't see
and
it.
they were
Oh, okay.
and but they were just saying like yeah, the crew that was helping us out was basically like, are you guys sure you want to use this take because it's kind of dumb?
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, the shittier the better.
Yeah.
Like that's our thing is like it has to be dumb. And
Yeah.
the crew's like, what? And they're like, yeah, just leave it. It's a perfect take. And they finally like started rolling with it, and they were just like, okay, if it's gonna be, if this is the way that this is shoot is gonna be, then this is the way it's gonna be.
Yeah. But I mean, it's really cool to me because again we've talked about this, you and me in personally. Like it's funny how they all start off with like this is a theme for their persona,
Mhm.
and that lasts like 3 months for all of them. It just vanishes, right? Now they
Yeah.
use it for jokes. So they kind of try to adhere to it a little bit, but it's also fascinating to me because their success has really come from them not sticking to their personas or kind of following any real direction. It's that they've all
Yeah.
become so comfortable with just being freaks, right, or just having fun. And
Mhm.
it's not just EM. This is all of Whole Life, Indonesia and whole Life Japan included, right? That's really the
Yeah.
transformation that's happened. Now, to Cover's credit, they've done a very good job of keeping them out of trouble. So there's that delicate dance I understand they're doing. Like, okay, you can't go that far, right?
Mhm.
Like, you got to keep them okay. We got to keep you guys in line so they're not like getting too crazy and too offensive.
Yeah,
Keep them
for
within the
sure.
lines, you know. But they give them freedom. Like, you and me and our friend Fish were talking about Polka, which I never really followed that
Oh,
much recently. And she went skydiving. And they filmed it. She went to a zoo and was hanging with fennec foxes and anacondas and all kinds of crazy stuff. Right?
hmm
Like, I can't believe they let her do this stuff. You know.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, it's this one's fun. You guys check it out. Search for Autofister, which I'm sure is gonna really mess up your algorithm.
Yeah, for sure.
But if you like that kind of, I don't even know how to describe that humor. It's just really off the wall.
Yeah, I mean, you described it perfectly before. It's just chaotic.
Yeah. It's like you
Like
ever
if you,
watch
if
like old
you,
Monty Python and some of it's really funny and sort of like I don't get this.
yeah, it's exactly that's exactly what it's like.
Or
Sometimes,
Benny
like,
Hill, you know?
yeah, sometimes the sketches leave you like, what the fuck?
Yeah, what was that?
Yeah, like, was I supposed to laugh?
Yeah, was that supposed to be
Yeah.
funny or just weird? And they're not. It's interesting because they're not like says Gigi. Like as much as she's like a gremlin as they call her, right? Um,
hmm
she's never offensive. Like
Yeah.
all of them are very random, but it's all in fun. They don't really. There's nothing racial. There's nothing offensive. It's just weird.
Yeah.
They're not all like that. I mean, a lot of them, like Iris, is really focused on the idol aspect. So is Suse, right? Um, you have others who are more focused on the gaming aspect. So they're not all crazy. They just have their moments. Autofist in particular is crazy, which is weird because Cece was not that crazy when she started. She was actually kind of boring, if that's the right way to put it. Like she was very plain. So we move on, or you want to? You have anything else to add?
No, it was just it was a lot of fun to watch
And it's going to be more. This is just the first one.
and a lot of craziness. Yeah, they weren't actually canceled. That was just
Yeah.
a joke that they put in there, like, and the people were like, "What the heck? They got canceled on the first show?" Like, no, yeah, come on, there's gonna be
Yeah.
there's plenty more on the way.
Yeah. They're driving too much popularity with this. Yagu, like I said, he's funny. He doesn't mind it. I see. It feels like right. He wouldn't. If he didn't like it, he wouldn't let it happen.
Yeah.
He wouldn't make that video as a joke. Yago's got a sense of humor. So let's move on to our third and final piece of whole life information, and this is relative to you, because as we mentioned before, Subaru is one of my favorites. This one involves one of Kelly's favorites.
Ah, Hentai Purple.
Hentai Purple, yes. As again, the previous group was Autofister. This group is affectionately known as Hentai Purple because they're both purple themed, their clothes and their hair and everything else. And
Mhm.
they're both huge perverts.
This one was even stranger to watch.
Yeah, because this one really went off the rails really fast.
Like they were climbing on each other and stuff. I was like, "What is?"
Yeah, I think
I was like,
so. On the left is we have um, Nakamoto Kayu, and she's a
mhm.
Gen. Is she Gen 3 also? Oh, she's
Uh,
gamers. I think she's Gen 4.
maybe gamers,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, on the right is I think technically Gen 5 or 6, which is Laplace Darkness, which is Holo X, right? Or Holox, whatever you call it.
Oh,
And it's funny because like Okayu has always been a gamer focused streamer. And then as the years have gone on, she's kind of come out as being really perverted.
Yeah,
Like she doesn't like,
like super
yeah,
perverted.
like she makes the sexual jokes all the time, right? Nothing offensive again, but she likes to try to test limits with everybody. And then
Hmm.
Laplace comes out as just once her switch got flipped and she started being comfortable with everybody, she's a freak.
Yep.
Yeah, she is a freak. I don't know how else to explain it. You guys should watch the clips and you'll see exactly what she's all about. And so the two of them together again is chaotic energy, but more perverted. And so yeah, this stream, I think Okayu was spanking Laplace. Laplace was groping Okayu's butt, and because they phrased that they're trying to record an ASMR stream,
Yeah.
and then they had like a lie detector machine going, where like if Laplace doesn't admit like other whole live members gets her horny, she gets zapped by electricity or something. It was wild. It
Hmm.
was just the I was like, what? Again, I'm like, okay, this came up right after the Autofister thing. I'm like,
Yeah.
whoa.
I was like, what the fuck?
This is the wildest week of live collabs I've ever seen. So because for those who don't who have followed us for a little while, you know that we've been kind of working on our own VTuber thing. That's why we have little mascots. And I'm like,
Hmm.
this is all making me second guess that decision this week. I was like, do we want to jump into this pool with these people?
Right. I don't want to grope your butt.
Right? Ugh.
What the hell? Get out of here.
Don't get me wrong. You have nice hands. I just don't want to touch them. I have no desire. But yeah, it's this is another wild stream, and this is all Japanese though, unlike Autofister, which is English. But there's plenty of clips on there, so if you guys want to check that one out, please do. Just know that this one is barely safe for work. There's no nudity or anything, but it's like
Listen,
listening to
there's
Howard
plenty of
Stern's show.
grunts.
Yeah,
Yeah. The imagination can go wild.
yeah,
So be careful.
yeah.
Stay strong, my kings and queens.
Oh, let's move on to anime topics really quick. Sorry, I'm recalling watching that stream, going, "What the hell is going on right now?" So these next couple slides are kind of more of a personal thing for me, or you too, Kelly, technically. But this is more
Hmm.
my favorite show. So I love Patlabor. I always have.
Hmm.
We've talked about this in a previous stream. Patlabor EZY was coming out. It has come out in Japan. It came out on the 15th. Um, and there's been some spoilers come out. I won't say too much other than the general stuff, which is like it is taking place 30 years after the original series.
Okay.
It's going to be a three-part movie release, not a TV series. So I haven't been able to see any part of it yet. I have to wait till the Blu-rays
Hmm.
come out. um, and so far, people seem to like it. It does have CG in it, which is kind of typical, so it works. That's of the genre nowadays. I guess the general story of this one, whereas in the original Patlabor TV series and movies, the Special Vehicles Division 2 was kind of on the cutting edge of technology. This one seems to be that they're kind of on the trailing end where AI and automation is taking over. Like, do we really still need piloted robots for police work? Right?
Hmm.
And so that's where so this whole division goes from one end of the technology spectrum to the other. Now they're the dinosaurs. Which is interesting because,
Mm. Yeah.
they're still using, at least in this picture, in the previews I've seen, that's the same robot from the original series.
Yeah.
So it was brand new. The AV-98 Ingram was brand new, and during the TV show, they were already working on its replacement. So here we are, 30 years later, they're still using the same ones. Actually, yeah, you can still see it. Ingram's written right here on the little head thing. So that I'm curious to find out why they're still using the same unit when they were already hinting at replacements during the movies and the TV show. So it's
Yeah.
always
That's
been a
kind of crazy too.
yeah, it's always been a somewhat politically motivated, not politically motivated, politically themed show.
Hmm.
Famously, the original Patlabor predicted, well, not the TV show, because actually the original manga that's based on was written before these happened. the falling of the Berlin Wall, unification of Germany. It also predicted a bunch of other things, like the Olympics. They had the Olympics happening in Tokyo in 2020, which is wild that it actually did happen.
Yeah.
Because the whole series takes place in like '99. It was written in the late '80s.
Yeah, it's crazy sometimes how accurate they are with their
Yeah,
with predictions on
yeah.
shows like.
So we don't have the giant robots yet.
God damn it!
That part
That's the
didn't
only
come
thing.
true.
Where's my flying cars?
Well, let's see. Giant robots are our generation's flying cars. Our parents' generation was promised
Oh,
flying
sure,
cars, right? And and
sure,
and
sure.
and cities on the moon.
Yeah.
Our ask, our future was way less out there,
Mm-hmm.
way easily more easily attainable than moon bases.
Right.
All we wanted giant freaking robots.
Yeah. I feel like we're on the. I feel like we're on the cusp, but like.
Yeah, it feels like we're getting there, but right now all they're using it for is like dancing and running marathons.
Yeah.
So,
It's like, ugh.
I just want Gundam.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Or at least Robot Jocks. For those who remember that movie. Singularly both one of the best and worst movies to ever be made.
Yeah.
And moving on, staying with the robot theme. This kind of came out of nowhere for me because I wasn't paying attention also. They announced that a new VOTOMS is coming out this November. And it is directed by Mamoru Oshii.
Nice.
That was a shocker. I had no idea
Yeah.
this project was in there. It's going to be 2 movies. This is the first movie, which comes out in November. VOTOMS is not the granddaddy of mecha shows, but it is the granddaddy of the more grittier mecha shows.
Yeah.
Um, it's not quite as fantastical as Gundam, right? Like there's no beam sabers and you know
Mm-hmm.
they're fighting with the guns most of the time and beating each other to death. But it does have that kind of warfare themed without like the kind of overarching anti-war sentiment.
Mm-hmm.
It's more like 40k. Everything sucks.
Yeah.
So interesting to see. I wonder how a more modern audience. I think has it been a Voltom since the '90s? Was it maybe the last time a series came out? I'd be curious to see
Yeah.
how that does and Patlabor does with the more modern audience. Because mecha comes and goes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just like Western movies here in the states. There are it goes through waves. And right
Yeah.
now, mechas really hasn't been a thing for a while because everything's been isekai.
Yeah. Yeah.
Isekai are generally just fantasy stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, looking for that. I guess we'll do some updates on that. So let's go back to what we usually talk about, which is baseball. And so last week we talked about how the next 2 series of Dodgers was the Angels and the Padres,
Yeah.
and we were kind of like not doom and gloom. We're like, yeah, I mean, if we can step by the Angels again, we won't be surprised, right? Because that's just how things go, and they weren't playing very well.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about some of the things that happened while they were playing the Angels.
Oh God.
Mickey Mouse came back.
Yep.
Just I don't know what the hell's going on at the big A.
Yeah.
And again, we're not talking crap people. We are, but we're not malicious because we're also Angels fans.
Yeah. It's genuine shock
And just
that
disappointment,
we're
really.
yeah.
Like come
Like
on, man.
like how? Like what the
How
hell?
does this keep
Yeah.
happening, right? But I guess
Mm-hmm.
it gets better
Oh no.
because this happened in the stands during the game or right before the game.
Oh yeah. they
And
the
you can see right
possum.
here, they found the possum in the stands,
Mm-hmm.
and they were able to capture him, and I guess animal control and took it away.
Yeah, they yeah, like what you can't see from this angle is that there actually is a animal. Well, there's like park security or something
Yeah, something's there with
that's
like
right
a
there.
box. Yeah,
Yeah, so they do have there's 2 guys there. One of them was park security, and there was like I guess like a Anaheim PD or something.
yeah,
And basically, yeah, the dude put it in the box, and then they had to put a lid on top of the box because apparently the little guy was trying to climb out,
Well, I mean, yeah, I'd be like, the hell you doing putting me in a box? Like, I'd be the same thing.
Right.
I don't blame him.
Un-
Screw you guys.
Unhand me, you
Yeah, right?
cad.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know you. That's my purse.
He's touching my penis. I was just trying to enjoy a nice, succulent Asian meal. Do you remember that guy?
Yeah.
Mm.
That's Australia?
Mm-hmm.
Or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, they did an interview with him, and they were like, the dude was like, "Did somebody actually touch your penis?" He's like, "No, I just said that so that they would send me to the loony bin because it's easier to escape." I was like, "How you even know that?"
Right?
That's wild.
A professional troublemaker, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's par for the course for Australia.
Right. They're like the
But
Florida
man,
of the Pacific.
indeed, Australia man strikes again.
Right. And also, just very casually racist. Or maybe not so casual. But, But anyways, going back to the Angels, the Dodgers swept the Angels. What was the final combined score? Like
Oh my god, it
32
was
to
like
5 or something?
ridiculous.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was. Oh, it was embarrassing. But there were some highlights for the Angels. Uh, this also happened this week where what was it, a ninth inning? They got out of a no hitter.
Hmm.
They know it's a ninth, and so like they've now gone 4,200 consecutive, including without being no hit. They're the only team to have that kind of record. I'm like,
Yeah,
okay, we'll take the small victories. They also like to point out the Angels have never lost 100 games ever.
yeah. That was even wilder.
Yeah,
Like when they were listing the things that they like that haven't happened to them,
yeah,
like they're so bad at being good that they're so bad at being bad too.
yeah, right.
Like, like,
Like they just can't be good at
like,
anything, even being bad.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and it's just
That's
like
wild.
you know, you kind of want to be proud of those factoids, but you're like, man, like this is all we have.
Mm-hmm.
Like when was the last time they're in the playoffs? 2013.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the year after they won the World Series.
Yeah, like what the hell, it's the mediocrity is amazing with the Angels. The last like 10 years, and again, it's not without trying to be better. I mean, you signed Pujols, you signed Ohtani, you had Josh Hamilton, and you know how that worked out. We had Rendon. I mean, they made the effort,
Yeah.
but the efforts, it's kind of like the efforts were misplaced, right? You sign guys to contracts, all this stuff, but then you skimp out on all the support services.
Oh, for sure.
Like your coaching is not good. Your training staff is not really highly paid or very good or very big. Your medical staff is not that good. Your facilities are having issues. And that it's like that bottom up mentality. If your base,
Mm-hmm.
your foundation is bad, it doesn't matter how much crap you put on top of it.
Yeah.
So,
So, a little quick correction. 2014 was the last time.
14 was last time. That was like the only time
Yeah.
Trout was ever in the playoffs too, right?
Yeah.
That's another crazy stat. Like what the hell?
The, yeah. The only time he made it to the playoffs was that year.
And didn't he go like over or something too? Because he was like that wasn't his rookie year, but it was close to it, right? So, what was that his rookie year?
No, 2012 was his rookie year.
Yeah, 12 was rookie. Okay, yeah. That's just crazy.
That's wild.
Please sell the team already. Like I hate saying that, but in general, but yeah,
Yeah.
please sell the team already. Like you're
Well, you thought,
obviously don't know what you're doing anymore. You are kind of half checked out. I mean, we know there's a possibility because so many people are on 1 year contracts.
yeah.
GM's on a 1 year contract. Kurt Suzuki's on a 1 year contract. They're all lame duck at this point.
Hmm.
So we're hoping that signals that he's just gonna bite the bullet and sell the team.
Yeah. Yeah. He did come up in 2011.
Oh, Trout did?
Yeah, but he only played a few games. It
Oh,
says
okay.
it's the well, it says 135 plate appearances, so that's
Oh,
got to
so
be
more than
something
a few
like
games. Yeah.
yeah. couple games, but it was like
Yeah.
probably the end of the season type deal.
Yeah, but not enough for him to be considered a rookie, right?
Yeah, 2012 was his actual rookie year. But yeah, it's I mean, man,
Yeah. Let's continue to the Angels' foibles. You sent me this.
yeah. Oh yeah, I mean, after making big contracts like that, you expect him to be a little bit snake bitten on
Yeah.
pulling trades, and we already knew about the Andy Pajes one,
Yep.
who would have been an amazing fit
The
with the
Pajes
Angels.
one, the Bellinger one, not Bellinger,
Yeah,
Jock
no,
Peterson.
Jock Peterson.
What was the other? There's more than a few. Alex Wood, I think, was one too.
Yeah,
They passed on with the Dodgers, and there's multiple trades.
yeah, they could have. It would have worked out in their favor
Yeah, 100%.
for. I mean, in the short term, but they would have gotten that production out of the guys. Whereas some of the trades that they've done, they don't, or the signings they don't actually work out because
Yep.
they're just bad signings. Like you sign them for too long in their like 30th years.
Yeah.
Your
It's like the
30th.
old Dodgers. I mean,
Yeah.
I was talking with someone else about this. Like, there was an era for the Dodgers where they just kept signing washed-up players. We talked about
Yeah.
this 3 or 4 weeks ago. Like, Garrett Anderson finished his career with the Dodgers,
Hmm.
and he was just one in a long string of washed-up old players that
Yeah.
I don't know. They brought him in to sell tickets, or maybe they thought, oh, maybe we'll get a couple good, couple good games out of him to get us in the playoffs, but it never worked out.
Yeah. Yeah. Like they were too far gone.
Like, the list is crazy of people who spent like one of their final years at the Dodgers, because it's like
Yeah. I mean,
him, Ricky
yeah, especially.
Henderson, Daryl Strawberry, Greg Maddux.
Hmm.
Um, there's a lot of Jim Thome.
Yeah.
What you're like, really? Like, yeah, Jim Thome was a Dodger.
Yep.
Famously Pujols several years ago.
Hmm.
Though he wasn't that bad. Yeah, I mean, it's it's like a laundry
Yeah.
list, and it's crazy.
Yeah. I think though, like
Nomar.
of all those players, yeah. Well, yeah. I think of all those players though, I think Pujols benefited from the change in ownership, and that's why we were able to get so much
Oh yeah. Well,
out of
Pujols
him
too.
when he
They knew
won.
what they were getting,
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
and he knew what he
They
was
didn't really
walking
put him into
into,
day to
and
day. Mhm.
it was more of like, dude, he's like so cheap. Like,
Yeah,
Angels are paying like 99% of his salary or something. It's like, yeah,
yeah,
we'll take
yeah.
a.
That was some fucking crazy
It's like,
deal.
yeah, we'll take a shot at him. Yeah, why not, right? Get Albert
Hmm.
Pujols in a rental for a couple months for like practically minor league salary. Why not, right? And he may not have had a lot of production on the field because of his age and everything else, but um, I gotta say, everyone talked about the vibes he brought to the team.
Yeah.
He was Teal Albert, right?
Hmm.
He did a lot of mentoring in a very short amount of time on that team, and provided a lot of information and a lot of knowledge and wisdom, and so we love him to this day for that. I mean, no, there's no reason to ever hate Albert Pujols, right?
Yeah.
Like, he's not that kind of guy that you're gonna hate, except for you make fun of him for like lying about his age, maybe that he's really 50.
Oh, for sure.
But it's no, it's nothing
You're
malicious, right?
right. You're actually how old?
Yeah.
Like what the fuck?
It's like, wait, you've qualified for ARP like how long ago? But anyways, this slide, which you brought to me, my attention, this news came out. I forget who reported it first. Um, Now I remember this happened because everyone was like, they should trade Otani, right? It was last year with the Angels. They were on the cusp of making the playoffs, right?
Hmm.
And everyone's like, dude, you can get a king's ransom for Otani. Trade him. It was essentially everyone knew he wasn't coming back, right?
Yeah.
Get some value out of him and build for the future. Get some young talent. Like, teams will fall over themselves to give you prospects for Otani, even as a rental, right?
Yeah.
And they wouldn't do it. And this came out where the Rays had offered Junior Caminero, Carson Williams, who, like, in hindsight's 2020, them
Hmm.
on the team since then would have been a huge thing for the Angels.
Yep.
Like, looking at the current Angels roster, you slot in, especially Caminero. right?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, it'd be a much different team right now.
Yep. Yeah, you would have
So
been able to weather the Dell dip
yeah,
better.
yeah, and Trout being hurt,
Hmm. Yeah.
you know,
Nero would have picked up that slack.
yeah,
Williams, I mean, yeah, Williams is not that bad
no,
either.
no, but they're so depleted in pitching because they kept calling everybody up. They have like nothing left on the farm.
Yeah.
Like Soriano's been great this year, but that's like one guy, you know.
Hmm.
So it's just, as a longtime Angels fan, it's just it's so frustrating. And even we've talked about this. It sucks to me too because of Artie Moreno. Like it should be an amazing story.
Yeah.
Mexican. Well, he was born here, but his parents are Mexican immigrants. He's a second gen. Um, works his ass off to become a billionaire. Owns a baseball
Hmm.
team. That's a great success story, right?
Yeah.
Especially for minorities here in America. And it's just not because he's a terrible baseball owner. But that's Angels
Yep.
tradition because Gene Autry loved the Angels, was not very good at owning them though, right?
Very true.
We all love Gene Autry. There's a
Hmm.
statue to him. His number's retired, but we all admit that he didn't make the best decisions for the team because he didn't have the money.
Yeah.
He did what he could, and he just there were a lot of gimmicks back then. I mean, it's like it's crazy to look at the list of old Angels players during the Gene Autry era because there's some amazing names, but none of them stayed with the team because he couldn't afford it because he couldn't build around them. Right?
Yeah.
It's very similar to the old Rams for
Oh
for
yeah.
football. Like the running gag with me and the Rams is that they're the number one team when it comes to trading away Hall of Fame running backs. I think they're either 3 or 4
Mm-hmm.
because they traded away Dickerson,
Mm-hmm.
they traded away Bettis,
Yeah.
and who else? They traded away a couple others, and it's like crazy because they all ended up being Hall of Fame running backs, but not with the Rams.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fucking crazy.
I mean, it's not like they were bad with the Rams. Dickerson was amazing with the Rams. Um,
Yeah.
Bettis was amazing with the Rams when he was the battering ram before. Who was it took over? That last year with the Rams is when they went to an all throwing offense. So he barely got any carries, which is why he sucked that year. But it wasn't his own fault, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm gonna look this up now because I know there was a bunch. Like the list was crazy. People who have been Marshall Falk.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. When he went to
Hmm.
Indianapolis, I think.
Yeah,
Or
Dickerson.
no,
No, no.
he came to Falk to the Rams, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, from
yeah.
Indianapolis.
Dickerson, Steven Jackson,
Hmm.
Todd Gurley. Those guys are Hall of
Yeah,
Fame yet, but I mean, it's like there's so many great running backs that they did nothing with.
yeah.
That's crazy. They ain't no Christian Okoye. I'm just saying. Jared Nightmare is still one of my favorite running backs of all time.
Hmm.
Well, let's stop crapping on the Angels. Let's crap on someone else instead. You want to talk about this one? 'Cause I know we both have a lot to say about this topic. It was pretty hilarious. You ready for this?
Yeah.
I'll let you set it off.
All right. First off, fuck you, PCA. You little bitch. How dare you say that to a female fan in the stands?
So we don't have it on the slide, but what he said to her was "suck my fucking dick." Pardon my French.
Yeah. She'd need to find it first, PCA. You'd need to pull it out or something. I don't know.
the
But
best the best part to me was like I'm like, man, what the hell did she say to him?
yeah, yeah, that was like when you told me, dude, I fucking died.
So again,
Because you
obviously
can't,
there's not an entire video, right? But the part that's
yeah, you
recorded of
can't see it in the
her
video.
heckling him, all you hear her really saying, and she's obviously inebriated, right? Because when people get drunk, they
Hmm.
just repeat themselves and be annoying, and that's what
Yeah.
she was doing. And she just kept saying, "You suck." Like, like it
Hmm.
wasn't. She never cursed. She didn't say anything about his parents, his mother, make homo jokes, nothing. She just said, "You suck, PCA. You suck,"
Hmm.
and she called him PC AAA.
Yep. That
Which
was fucking
everyone was
comedy,
dying
dude.
online when they heard that. And everyone's like, "That's it? That's all she said?" I get that it
Hmm.
was probably consistent and every time he was out there, but I mean, come on, man. You know,
Yeah.
like I can't wait till he plays in New York.
Right after that, after they found
What
that
the
out,
bleacher
holy.
creature's gonna get hold of this guy, dude? Oh my god. Oh, he's gonna get it, right?
Yep.
Oh
So I mean,
man.
so he did end up getting fined. Did they even say how much it was?
They haven't disclosed it. People are throwing around numbers like 5 grand, but I don't know if it's gonna be that little.
I doubt it. I mean, that's what is it? It's disparaging towards the game. So
And what
it's
did you
gonna
say
be
too?
a.
Isn't he being mandated to
Oh
go to
yeah,
like anger management courses or something?
yeah. Part of part of his punishment is, well, obviously it's the fine plus he can get out of the suspension protocol portion of it
Oh,
if
okay,
he
that's what it is.
takes anger management for a year.
For a year?
For a year, yeah, for a full fucking year.
That's hilarious. And
Uh,
to remind everyone, the reason why we don't, I mean, we don't hate PCA, but we love shitting on him
no, fuck that
because
guy. I hate him.
okay, you hate him. I don't
Fucking
care.
looking like he came out of a goddamn toothpaste bottle, pasty and white. Get out of here. I don't care who your mom is.
So for me, or where this all starts for us, and not just for me, is was it right before the season started? Everyone was talking about the
No,
Dodgers and asking people the
yeah,
Dodgers, and he went off talking about how Dodger fans are essentially fake and just spend all their time on the phones taking pictures of themselves.
yeah,
Which, homie, you play in
uh,
Wrigleyville,
right,
so
right.
you play in a tourist trap that looks like a stadium. So I wouldn't be talking that kind of shit. But I was like, you know what? Fine, whatever. I mean, that's what he's leaning into the stereotype of people in LA. And now you do see those people, right? In the rich seats, we see them all the time.
Yeah,
The
of
one
course.
time the one and only time I've gotten to sit behind dugout, home plate, amazing experience by the way. But yeah, the guys in the front rows who weren't Mary Hart and actual fans said the whole time talking to each other on their phones and taking selfies. Look at me, I'm in the rich seats. You see this in the baseline club too. So I get
Yeah,
that, right? But dude, you play in the outfield with the pavilions.
yeah.
But of course, there's a second wrinkle to this because he went to Harvard Westlake. He's from wealthy parents with a private school.
Hmm.
His dad's a Cubs fan, and they went to Dodger games. Being wealthy, they probably sat in those seats.
Yep.
So that would be his fan experience. And if
So you
that
got
was
the
it,
bad
all he
part.
said, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's building on like everyone's like ever since La La Land came out. That's what everyone
Yeah.
talks shit, right? I'm like, whatever, dude. You guys don't know LA, it's fine. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, those people are here, but they're everywhere too. You know.
Yeah.
And then he doubled down with was it Fell Territory, I think?
Yeah. Because they were asking him specifically about it.
Yeah, about
Like,
the comments. And it was like the next
mhm.
day, and he starts going off. It's like, well, the Dodger Stadium, you see things you don't see at other stadiums. Like that crowd is rough, and you know he didn't straight up say it, but we've heard this rhetoric before.
Yeah.
And him being a pasty white kid from a private school in the valley, we know who he's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
We've experienced this for most of our lives. When people talk about Dodger fans being thugs, what they really mean is Mexicans.
Mm-hmm.
Now they won't straight up say Mexicans. They used to. Like people who are young don't remember this. Like we we as Dodger
Yep.
fans have owned the name Doyers, right? It wasn't always something we were proud of because that was used against us for many, many years.
Yeah.
It was used to mock the Mexican accent forever.
Mhm.
And, you know, in the early days of the internet too, when you see memes about Dodgers fans, they go, oh, let me go, here I'm hanging with the Dodger fans. And it was always a picture of a bunch of cholos.
Mhm.
And that sort of stereotype has prevailed. And it's so ingrained that that's what people think of. Now, were the pavilions rough back then? Yeah, of course they were, right? I mean, that's
Yeah.
that's that's the pavilions were the cheap seats, man. You know, this is peak NWA Raider Nation era too, right?
Mhm.
But it's not an only a Dodger thing, and that's where I always take exception because this happens in every stadium.
Yeah.
I mean, there's. Have you seen the footage that comes out every year of like Browns games? What goes on the stands there?
Yeah, fucking crazy.
When those guys actually were doing skits to mock the women who were trying to sue what's his name, Jalen Hurts. Like that's what people do, right? That's
Hmm.
how stupid fans can be. But
Yeah.
again, it's always pointed at the our whole lives has been pointed at Dodgers, and it's always been racially motivated.
Hmm.
And this is a sort of a rebound for Fernando Mania because they became the team of Mexicans, right? They became
Oh
Mexicans
yeah.
team, Mexico's team. And
Hmm.
so as the rising like anti-Latino sentiment kind of swept the nation, like the whole like we joke about the South Park, they're taking our gerbs, but that was a
Yeah.
big thing in the 80s and 90s.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's the constant rhetoric that you would
Yeah, I mean it
like.
was
They all they do is take on our jobs and blah
hmm,
blah blah. And it's like,
we can't find jobs because they work cheaper than us or blah blah. It was nonstop, and this people don't believe this, but yeah, this was like Reagan said this, Clinton said this. This is a nonstop topic, late 80s, early 90s, right?
yeah,
Um, and that and birth of the internet, so that perpetuated the whole Dodger fans are thugs because again they're thinly veiling that what they mean is Mexicans.
yeah. Well, because also they also, what's it called? Because they've also used cholo,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like and that's like what I mean. That's the most blatant one, I
oh yeah,
guess, that we hear is like, oh well, you get all these cholos, or if they don't want to use cholos because they're like, you know, they don't want to say cholos or they don't want to say specifically, they say gangsters, and it's like,
yeah,
motherfuckers, you're still talking about the same people.
yeah.
Like just because you
Or now
change the word
now they
doesn't
all
mean that
say
you're not
thugs,
changing it.
right?
Yeah.
Which is
Hmm.
especially funny coming from Padres fans.
Yeah.
They always all Dodger fans are thugs. Like I'm sorry, I didn't realize that I don't remember our stadium selling a burger called the Fuck the Dodgers burger. I don't see our fans walking around either butt naked or wearing jerseys that says "Fuck the Dodgers" on it.
Hmm.
Um, we don't flip off opposing fans in the stands on camera, and I'm proud of it.
Yeah.
We don't make crying memes of opposing players.
Mhm.
So, like, who are you to talk shit, right?
Yeah.
That's what's in. But anyways, that is our basis for why we do not like PCA because he feeds that narrative.
Yeah.
And Reddit being Reddit and the internet being internet, social media being social media, everyone feeds on that. When that
Mhm.
information came out, when he said that shit, everyone jumped on. Everyone
Yeah.
acted like their fan bases are fucking saints. People have never been
Yeah.
to LA. People have never been to a fucking Dodger game. Are ranting all over the internet about how LA Dodger fans are all fake or a bunch of criminals. And he even called out the Brian Stowe incident, which that was the final straw for me.
Yeah.
Because what happened to Brian Stowe was terrible. But let's not forget, he brought that on himself in a lot of ways.
Hmm.
You get drunk and fuck around with a bunch of guys who look dangerous, you gotta get ready, right? You gotta be smarter than that.
Yeah.
And what really pissed me off about Brian Stowe, besides him getting the shit beat out of him, which never should have happened, is that the story
Hmm.
came out that his homies abandoned him.
Oh yeah. Mm.
That pisses me off. Like, so all your friends who were there talking shit, which everyone was on the stand saying, you guys were throwing
Hmm.
beers and talking mad shit. Shit got real in the parking lot, and they ran away and left you behind.
Hmm.
What the fuck is that? And now the Giants parade them out every year, right?
Yeah.
And they're just again, they're all too willing to continue to feed that stereotype, to feed that narrative. We see it in our baseball. When there was a
Yeah.
fan fight at Dodger Stadium, it's immediately on Reddit. Since then, I tracked it. There's been videos on social media of fights at Yankee Stadium, videos of fights at Cleveland's stadium. None of them made it on Reddit.
Hmm.
There was an usher who knocked out a dude at PNC Park. Never made it to Reddit.
That's wild.
Yeah, That's what it is. And so PCA to to sort of mimic or mime what Kelly said, yeah, fuck you, you know?
Mhm.
Like you don't get to make this worse already. So, anyways, we're more than happy to see him fail
Yeah.
and come out that he is scum, you know? Everyone's like, oh, but he's so young. I was like, would you say that if he was Puig?
Yeah.
Because
I
again,
mean,
it's
and
the whole racial aspect. He's a white boy, right?
yeah.
Like that's racist too for saying that, but it's kind of true. So many people are
Mhm.
willing to defend him. When it's Puig or Tatis doing this shit, everyone talks about, oh, they're unprofessional. All these guys are, whatever, right?
Yeah.
The amount of white knighting for PCA is crazy. But it's also for
Yeah. I don't.
Chicago, so I'm not surprised.
Yeah. I don't get
Yeah,
why they're doing that for him.
yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
I get it because a lot of fans like it's our guy, right? Like you're gonna
Yeah.
defend your guy on your team. Like Padre fans will die for Tatis. Well, not right now, but in the past. We'll get into that later. That's not part of the second part of
Uh-huh.
the show. Despite his antics, moonwalking at third base, doing the eating out a girl motion at the fans, right? It's just for fun. All you guys are sensitive. But every other fan base, like this guy is a fucking idiot, right? Same with Jazz, the Yankees.
Hmm.
Yankees fans love him. Everybody else thinks he's an idiot. Same when he was the Marlins. The Marlins fans like, that's just Jazz, and everyone's like, this guy's a moron, right?
Hmm.
Big for the Dodgers. Dodgers fans
Yeah.
loved him. I mean, I was a big fan of his. I didn't appreciate a lot of his antics, but it's his personality, right?
Yeah.
But everyone else hated him. But with PCA, it's not just Cubs fans, And again, we're using Reddit and social media, which is some people say that's not a good source, but I said, in my opinion, it is because people are unfiltered online.
Hmm.
If you really want to know what people think, you take their unfiltered thoughts. And that's what you see on social media. And the amount of people out there, and it's not just a few loud guys, it's a huge number of people saying he shouldn't be fined, this is bullshit, and blah, blah, blah. And again,
Yeah.
parroting what he said about Dodgers fans. Like
Yeah.
the second anyone at Dodgers first says anything about this, they're like, oh, well, you guys are a bunch of thugs anyways.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, see, thanks, PCA. You know,
Hmm.
Anyways, let's continue to look at his ineptitude because what did he lose like a full WAR or something for his defense this week?
It was terrible. Man. Yeah. So yeah, he basically he was the cause of an inside the park home run because he didn't get down low
Yeah,
enough
watch this video. It's even worse in the picture.
to scoop the yeah.
Like he
Uh
he completely missed it. It was like wow. At
yeah.
least knock it down.
The previous picture I think is the one where he dropped that ball too.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So like he completely goofed
He caught it
the
right in the
catch.
palm,
Yeah.
and it was a lazy fly. It wasn't a liner. He
Hmm.
wasn't running a crazy route to get to it. It almost
Yep.
went straight to him, and he caught it in the
Yeah.
palm and dropped it. Which is funny because it goes counter to what, again, we've heard Dodgers fans say about Bellinger. Well, yeah, his offense sucks, but his defense is great. Hasn't been great the past couple of
Yeah.
months, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of his offense sucking, here's our next slide. Yeah, he just stood there and took it.
Yeah. That was wild, man. That was a crazy at bat. Like, how are you like, dude, no, what are you doing?
Yeah. Like, I know
You're
you're
down
struggling
4-0 early
offensively.
in the game, but
Yeah.
damn.
Like, I know you're struggling offensively, but you got to take your hacks, right?
Yeah. Like, even when I was having slumps, and and this is just freaking like
High school level, whatever, right?
high school league, yeah,
Yeah.
play. Like when I was fucking being shitty in batting, when I was having like really long bad slumps, I still took my hacks, dude.
Yeah.
Like you can't just sit there, you can't just look at these pitches and be like, that's what like pregame is for. That's what
Oh, that's what BP is
I don't know,
for.
training
Yeah.
sessions are
I mean, they
for.
have
Yeah, it's
virtual
like,
headsets for these guys now where they can watch pitches. You have all this technology, right?
yeah,
That's when you do that, not in a real game.
yeah, and yeah, that's crazy. Like, how do you sit there and do nothing? Nothing. Fuck, man, you're
I
getting
mean,
me all
this
worked up
whole
over some
season so
stupid.
far has really been showing Hoffa's immaturity,
Yeah,
both as a person and as a player. You
yeah,
know,
yeah. This is the thing
yeah, anger
I
management
sent
class
to
for
you
three
with the
months or whatever.
anger management class for 3 months. Yeah, that's fucking wild.
It's just it sucks because like I wasn't a fan, but I was on the PCA hype train last year. I love
Yeah,
seeing young guys blow it up, right? Like, man, this guy's good. Like, you love to see young talent because these guys are the future of the league. You know,
yeah,
and he turned heel so fast.
yep.
Like, man, it is. But you know who is the young stud of the league who gets more? He's getting more press is Bobby Wood Jr. right now. Guy's a beast. Holy crap! Too bad he's on the Royals, so not
Yep.
much around him. But you can go with Salvi. It's fine.
Yeah.
Let's move on to those happier, funnier topics regarding baseball.
Yeah.
This has been a weird week for Little League home runs.
Hmm.
Very weird.
Yeah. This one was wild, dude.
Oh yeah.
Like the misplay. Well, I mean, he didn't even misplay. He just didn't catch the ball. It caroms off the wall
Yeah. Like
back into
rattles
center where
around.
there's
Yeah.
nobody. Yeah.
No one's there.
Yeah. And it's like, fuck, dude.
It
And
felt
yeah,
like he
and
had
obviously,
like an hour to run the bases when I watched the replay.
yeah. Yeah. Oh, for sure. The fact that the fact that it's only 15.15 seconds
It's
that he
crazy.
actually ran is crazy.
Oh, because he wasn't sprinting from out the box, if I remember correctly. Because he thought
No,
it
he
was
thought it was
he thought it was dead the rights out. You know?
yeah. Yeah, as soon as he saw it, like Karam, he's like, "Oh, gotta go."
Got to turn the Jets on, right?
Yep. Which was,
So James
but
was
did we put the?
goddamn fast.
Yeah, yeah. Did we put the Carol one in here or no?
Oh, I don't think I found a good one for that
The
one. We can
picture.
talk about it though, because that was another funny one.
Yeah, yeah. So that one, he's sliding into third, and the ball hits him in the head. And if you guys, I mean, have listened to us bitch about fucking base runners without their helmets on,
Yeah.
it's literally the reason. Like when they do the slow motion of it, it hits him in the head, and you could see his mouth. Ow!
Yeah. Right. And the comments are funny because everyone's like, "Yeah, if only there was something you could wear that would protect your head from stuff like this happening."
Right?
I mean, it's Bryce
Oh
Harper.
my
They
god!
all threw their helmets off.
Yeah,
I'm like, I mean, Dodger players did too. I'm like, you guys just wear helmets that fit
yeah.
because you see them take their
I was
helmets off or adjust them while they're at bat, and they're loose as hell.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah,
like,
that's
okay.
the big problem.
And I'll tell you right now, everyone, as a former racing series safety officer.
This is a true story, guys. Listen to him.
Yeah, Kelly knows this for sure. I am a safety expert when it comes to racing, auto racing specifically. I know the SAE, everything, like all backwards and forwards, upside down. Right, that was my job
Mhm.
for in the past life. But you don't want your helmet to fit loose,
Yeah.
especially if it's a batting helmet where you're trying to protect yourself from a single impact concussion. You want the padding to do its job. You want the shell to deform to absorb that
Yeah.
impact, right? If you're wearing it that loose, the helmet itself is going to accelerate into the side of your head.
Yeah.
Or it's
There's
not
no
going to
point in.
be sitting correctly to be able to absorb that impact.
Yeah. And
So,
before anybody accuses us of, oh, you guys didn't even say it. Yeah, fucking Alex Call. We're talking about you
dude,
too.
right? He, the same
Okay?
thing.
Like your
Teoscar
giant
too,
ass fucking helmet. Yeah.
right? Mookie keeps it on. Otani keeps it on.
Yeah.
Now, when those helmets fall off, it's because they're running too damn hard.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've seen Freddie lose his helmet a couple times, but it's usually when he's rounding third base or something. Like he's motoring, and he's on those route
Yeah.
runners.
Yeah, he
Like,
takes
he's not
like
he's not
heavy
yeah,
steps,
he's not
dude. You could
smooth when he
tell.
runs.
Yeah.
Freddy's not a
He's
gazelle.
digging the cleats to try to get as
Yeah.
much fucking speed as he
With his own
can.
leg, so
Because he knows he's
he's
he
almost
old.
40. Yeah.
Yeah.
But all baseball players, please wear your damn helmets. Keep them on.
Yeah.
They're there to protect you.
No good.
You know. God.
Yeah. And ultimately I don't want to see a fucking goddamn concussion protocol in baseball. Like
Dude, it wasn't that
it
long
already
ago
takes a ton
where
of
how many pitchers have almost died from head impacts?
it was like a couple like 3 or 4 years ago where they
Well,
were all getting
Maeda,
beamed in the head
had
from
one. Who was the other one? There was like, yeah, they were bad. I mean, again, I speak from experience. I've taken a liner to the dome as a pitcher. It is not a great experience. You have no time to react.
Yeah.
When liners are coming at you at 100 miles an hour, you think about how they only have like milliseconds to react to a pitch. Same thing when you're off balance with a comebacker. So
Yep.
I'm all for pitcher helmets. I know they look silly. Well, the initial ones looked really silly. The one with the big padded hat.
Mm-hmm.
I understand people didn't want to wear it. It just looks retarded. It looks ridiculous, right?
Oh yeah.
But like the one Kike was wearing, the little visor one they make,
Yeah.
that's fine. Rock that, right?
Yeah. Fucking still funny as hell that he fucking stole that prototype
Oh, I know.
for the entire season.
I hope I would buy one if they sold those. I'd rock it.
Yeah.
We just had another fan the other day get beamed by a foul ball.
Mm.
Wasn't paying attention, right? So I have no
Yeah.
problem with people wearing like visor helmets or whatever. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about that Filipino girl, huh?
Yeah. I feel
Yeah.
bad for her
Fucking.
because man, she got eviscerated online.
She's fucking looking at her phone. Fuck that bitch.
No, but I mean, everyone's like, people were saying that she's planning to sue the team when she never did.
Oh, what? For real?
Yeah, like it was being reported because again, no actual news site ever reported this. It was just hearsay.
Mm.
Oh, she's suing the team for this and that. And she's like, I never said that. I'm not suing
What
the
the fuck?
team. She actually admitted that she was dumb, right? Because that
Yeah.
wasn't a liner or foul ball. That one sailed over the netting, right?
Yeah.
But she was too engrossed in her phone. So that's why if you're gonna be on your phone the whole time, either sit close to the net
Yeah.
or
Well,
way up
that's the thing,
high.
though.
You know?
Yeah. But that's the thing too, though. Like, right? Like, some teams have netting from foul post to foul post.
Oh, actually, that's our next slide too. We'll talk about
Yeah.
that.
So, and then there's teams that like the Dodgers that only have it to like
Like right
halfway down the
before,
line, I
yeah,
think.
like right
Yeah.
past the dugout.
Hmm.
Even then, it used to not go that far. That's also
Yeah.
new. Yeah. Which
Yeah.
brings us to our
So.
next slide. Keeping on the topic of Little League home runs.
Hmm.
Technically not ruled a home run. It was ruled a triple E5, I believe is what it was.
Yeah.
So Otani hit a rope to right field in Angel Stadium. It bounced. It looked like it bounced out of play. So it hit the field, stayed in play in fair territory, and bounced and hit the netting. And
Hmm.
Joe Adele picked it up and kind of lazily threw it back in because he assumed it was a ground rule double. It was not. His lazy
Yeah.
ball kind of trickled into the infield. Everyone's panicking because everyone's still running. Otani scores for a home run. I think he scored 2 runs of that.
Yeah.
And immediately, none of us knew what was happening, right? Because
Yeah.
the umps were signaling home run. They're twirling their fingers, and like we're all like, "What the hell? Like, isn't that a ground rule double?" And it's not just me. It was Or Hershiser. It was the Angel staff. Every commentator online. Everyone's like, "Yeah, how is that not a ground rule double?" So I went to review, and even Oral's like, "This should be quick." It obviously bounced and hit the netting, right? Because again, like you said, their netting goes all the way to the foul pole, or
Yeah.
actually beyond, right? Or to the foul pole. And then it went to New York, and we're like, "Why is this taking so long?" It's
Hmm.
it bounced in play and bounced into the net, out of play, right? And it
Yeah.
came back and it was ruled call confirmed. It's a home run, or it's a triple E5 or whatever it was. And everyone's like, "What the hell?" So Earl came back after a few minutes because he supposedly actually called New York for clarification. He had the producer. Can we
Oh, really?
call New York and get clarification on what the rule? Because they don't say what the rule was. Just the call was confirmed.
Hmm.
And so he said on air and had the rule book entry that specifies that if the netting is flush with the wall, which is an ACM, not 100% flush, right? It's just, but it's not behind the wall, detached from it.
Yeah.
It is still considered in play, and that is not
Hmm.
a field rule for Angel Stadium. It is a league-wide rule.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I didn't know that. But when you think about it, Oral's second explanation, it makes a lot of sense. He's like, it's the same reason why when there's a wild pitch that hits the backstop, it's still in play.
Mhm.
That netting is also flush to the wall
Yeah.
or in line with the wall. So once that, I was like, that, okay, now I get it. And that also sucks for the Angels. Like, you should take that net
Hmm.
down.
Yeah, or at least that part of it. But
Yeah.
I get it because it does, that part of the stadium does hook back in.
Yeah.
So there is a lot of potential for people getting hurt
Hmm.
by line drives
Or liners, yeah.
in that,
That,
in that exact
that
spot.
corner's pretty close, too.
Yeah, Dodger Stadium is a little bit more flush with the line, and then it rounds, but it rounds out to a tip,
Well, also,
whereas Angel
the
Stadium's a little
bullpens are
bit
there in
more
the hot corners.
closed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, so there's very minimal seating that can
Yeah.
where it could potentially do damage to fans.
Yeah.
But
Hey, listen, you're right there. You're facing the field.
yeah,
It's coming at you head first.
yeah.
And those seats are right up on the wall. The Dodger ones are actually behind the wall. Like, the seats sit back a couple feet in that section,
Oh
in the
yeah, yeah,
corners.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. At Angel Stadium, yeah. There's like a walkway
Yeah.
between the wall
Ansem, you're on
and the
the wall.
first. Yeah, you're literally right up. And that's like a thing from it being a old football stadium
Yeah.
too.
For those who don't know, the Big A
Like,
was one of those multi-purpose stadiums back in the day when that was
yeah.
when that was the hotness, right?
Hmm.
Just like Oko and is that the only two left? Yeah, those are the only two left, right?
I think
For
so.
the multi-purpose was them and Oko. I think so.
Yeah, Orange. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oakland.
Yeah.
Yeah, Oakland Stadium. Yeah,
Yeah. Just Oakland, and the Big A. Yeah.
the Big A. Yeah, and the Big A is sort of converted it.
Yeah.
Like
It
it's still
stopped hosting
technically,
football eons ago.
yeah, but they can still do like a bunch of other stuff. That's why you always get like monster truck shows and
Yeah.
what is it,
Those are awesome.
Supercross there, and not at Dodger Stadium. Yeah.
So there, again, another league home run. This time from Tom Smith.
Hmm.
He had a wild night.
That was
He
crazy.
had a crazy at bat. They said 12 pitches. Also, shout out to these. Let me go back and show people. These couple slides are screen grabs from MLB.com, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
So Sonia Chen, I think I mentioned her before. She's one of my favorite writers. She's very good. Got a pretty good sense of humor too. Very matter of
Hmm.
fact. Um, Jessica Camarado also very good. Like I don't know what it is with MLB right now. The female writers they have read these articles are really good and pretty
Hmm.
funny. So shout out to you ladies. Keep up the good work. I highly recommend everyone go to the MLB and read some of these news. And this one too. Pobres also very good. So yeah, Don Smith also hit one. So that
Woo!
yeah, I mean it was crazy. Like, and that wasn't.
Mhm.
There were also a lot of like non-home run plays, triples or
Yeah.
like
Hmm.
double with an error. A lot of weirdness this last week and a half.
Yeah.
So, but overall, I
I
think they
guess.
said that overall the batting average is down this year,
Oh, dude. Yeah.
like really
That's
bad.
that. I saw something crazy. It was like it was a statistic that said teams that are batting under, I think it's like 240,
Hmm.
and what's it called? So there was nothing up until 2010,
Hmm.
and then 2010 it was like one or two teams, and currently it's at its highest point it's ever been,
Oh wow.
and it's at 15
Oh,
teams.
half the league.
Half the league is batting under
Oh
240.
my god.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That oof. I wonder
It's time to
why.
move the pitching. Time to move the pitching mound up again.
Yeah,
10
not just
feet.
no, no, not to move it down.
Oh no, yeah, move it
Yeah,
back.
so they're just gonna be level to the ground pretty soon at this rate.
Right?
It's gonna be
Move
like
it
playing
back
in the
and down.
park, or there's no mound.
Yeah. Well, that's what somebody had noticed. What was it? Wednesday? No, yesterday was it Tuesday night
Hmm.
after the Dodgers beat the the Padres that night, and then they had already, I guess, told Shohei he was pitching the next day and DHing.
Mm-hmm.
Was he hopped on the mound there
Oh.
to see if, yeah, to check the angle and to make
Mm.
sure he was ready for the changes from Dodger Stadium to Petco.
Well, that was something I heard from. I think it was Maddox talked about this.
Mm.
That one of his favorite mounds to pitch at was Dodger Stadium.
Hmm.
That for whatever reason, like the particular angle they use at the grounds crew there, and I've heard this actually I think from Max Fried and a couple other guys.
Hmm.
The height, because the height's regulated, but the angle of the mound is not.
Hmm.
And a lot of pitchers said that that particular mound is like amazing for pitching. Like you get a really strong push off. So that is why Dodger Stadium, despite the fences coming in, well, technically home plate got moved up, not the fences coming in.
Yeah.
But that's why it still remains somewhat of a pitcher's park.
Hmm.
So I totally get that. Like you can notice that like, when fields have different mound heights or not heights but different angles to the landing spot, it messes with you a little bit.
Hmm.
Like if it's shorter, like if it's more flat,
Yeah.
your foot sometimes will hit too early. Your front foot.
Oh yeah, that could throw you off
Yeah, it
like a
throws off
lot.
your timing like crazy. Yeah.
Hmm.
Conversely, if you're used to pitching that way, and all of a sudden you go to a mound where the angle's much steeper, you feel like you're falling.
Yeah.
Like your plant foot, like it should be down and it's still not. So it messes with your timing too. You might release too early, right?
Hmm.
Because it kind of jolts your arm rotation a little bit. But it's pitchers deal with it all the time, and during the game too, because guys keep digging in, the landing spot gets beat up, especially for both righties or both lefties, right? I
Yeah.
mean, it's like it turns like a hole. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Not as bad than professional major leagues because the ground crew takes much better care of it. But like playing high school and little league, yeah, those mounds are just garbage.
Yeah. Yeah. Luckily, well, we played at a park. Well, when I was at when I when I was in my first high school, because I went to two different high schools.
Oh, okay.
So that one didn't have its own baseball field. So we played at
Oh,
the
gotcha.
park.
Okay.
So we had the rollaway ramp, pitching ramp, basically.
Oh, okay. So you had like the mobile, the temporary one.
Hmm.
Oh, okay.
So we would grab that
That's cool.
from like the park office, and then
Hmm.
that's how we would
That's
do
gotta
that.
be
But
weird
we
to
played
pitch
all
from.
kinds of teams that had their own field, so
Uh,
it was like,
I've thrown off
yeah.
those. It doesn't feel like a mound at all. It's very strange to me.
No, it feels like a wooden plank.
Yeah. If you could feel it bend.
Hmm.
It's flexible. It's very strange,
Yeah.
especially
Like,
during
would you
because
think that'd be like you'd think it would be beneficial, but like the rebound is on the
when you're coming set.
step. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like really weird. Yeah, like
You're
you
like,
come
oh,
back and
like it
load your
dips.
back leg. You're like, oh, you feel it
Yeah.
sink. Like, oh, and then
Uh,
for me, it always felt like it was gonna move. Like I know you're
oh
supposed to
yeah.
stake it in and everything, but like you
Hmm.
feel that slight wiggle as you
Yeah.
come into your rotation. You turn
Hmm.
your body around, and your foot presses against the rubber. You're like, whoa.
Hmm. Okay, you're like, what the hell?
Yeah, it's just really very very unsettling.
Yeah.
Speaking of unsettling pictures, let's move on to our next slide. Stop it, Paul Skenes. I already like you enough. This was hilarious. He was on Pat McAfee and he straight up said, I don't worry. They asked him, like, what is your strategy and all this other stuff, and like, how do you set up against different hitters? He straight up says, like, I don't do that. I'm too stupid to call my own pitches, which makes his ability even better, right? Like here's the head empty pitcher. That's amazing.
Yeah.
God, I hope you have a great. That just means you have a great catcher, right?
Yeah.
That cracked me up. That was funny. This one's all you.
What else we got? What is this? Oh, this was kind of cool. I definitely found this one. I was I think we were looking for stuff, and I ran across this.
Yeah.
But there is a well, as you can see on the screen, nickname knockout. So basically, it's a you vote for who you think the best nickname is in minor league baseball. I believe the prize is that you get 2 tickets to
Like a minor league game?
a
Or...
game.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah,
cool.
or maybe like for the season. I don't remember what it was
Because minor
exactly.
league is like you get 2 tickets or a $20 value.
Yeah.
Yeah, still behind home plate.
Right. What's it called? So I filled it out.
Oh, okay. Let's look at some of the names.
Right.
Here's the first half of the names
Right.
here.
And yeah, the Jaguar. So what's really cool is that when you go to the site
Hmm.
and look at their nicknames, there is a little tab, well, a little button where
Hmm.
it says history of the nickname.
Oh, okay. So explains where they got it from.
Yeah. So some of them are a little bit funny. Like there's a dude. Well, I mean, I think which one was it? It was like the dude's name is the Grinch, and it's because he didn't like celebrating Christmas as a kid.
Hmm.
So his mom called him the Grinch, and she would always buy him green stuff.
Oh,
And
that's
to
funny.
this day, he still has like neon green stuff.
That's great.
What's it called? The James Grover. I think it's because he actually looks like what's he like? He kind of looks like Blade from the Blade movies.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, obviously the username is John Fran Garcia, and the password Just Nixon Garcia.
Which is funny because like he was in the majors last year.
Yeah, so they've been like some of these guys have been in the like I think Big Christmas is in here.
Yeah, that's in the next slide. Jokenzie Noel. I'm like, dude,
Yeah,
he's not a minor leaguer, is he? Nope, he is. He's back in the minor leagues.
yeah, he's back in the minor leagues
So
right
who'd you
now.
pick?
But so there's actually a way where you can have Big Christmas and the Grinch be your final two.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. But my I guess the way I voted was if it was a skinny guy versus a chunky guy, I'm voting for the chunky guy.
No.
Right? So Tugboat, I think which one was it? There's one dude called the Postman. Yeah, Jared
Yeah.
Thomas. There's the dude looks just like a postman.
So yeah, for me,
Um
this list has my winners. So my picks would be Lord Tubbington,
Yeah.
the large mammal,
Yes. These are
uh,
all
yeah,
big boys.
Tugboat, and
Hmm.
Iowa Meat Truck.
Yeah. I think most of my first and second round came from this list, and then I started whittling them down, and I was like, "Can I get the Grinch and Big Christmas as like my final two?" And sure enough, yeah,
That's
you could
awesome.
get it that way.
That's great. Oh man. Let's see. Should we move on?
Yeah,
Let's keep this rolling.
go vote.
Other weirdness in baseball this week: the tarps off phenomenon.
Oh yeah, what the hell is happening, man? What the fuck is this shit?
So let me go back. I did read a little. I mean, I've been kind of aware of it
Yeah.
because to talk about Reddit and everything else. They did talk about how it started, and I think it was
Mhm.
St. Louis did it first.
Yeah, St. Louis was the first one to do it.
Yeah. So let me see. Let me find this little article. I mean, it's an older article now because it's like 3 days old. But yeah, it was like St. Louis started it first, and now the Mariners did it. The Rays fans did it. The Tigers fans have done it. I believe the Angels fans did it too. And the Phillies did it while raining, so they get an extra bonus points for that one. But they did that because the first game, I think the Cardinals did it. They took it off. They ended up winning the game. They came back,
Hmm.
and then I think it happened again for them a second time. So it became like a thing, and people just want an excuse to get naked, really.
Right. Yeah. I mean, obviously,
Like let's be honest, right?
this is the nudity section. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the cheap seats. It's people just being dumb and drunk. You know, you and me could not participate in this because we would get fined for indecent exposure because of our moves.
I want.
Huh?
I I'm gonna do it
uh,
at
tell me when you're gonna do it because I won't be there.
at the club, all the club levels.
Oh god, dude, that actually, like, how crazy would that be if the Dodgers did it, but it's all club level seating and suites?
Oh my god, that would be
That's like a
hilarious.
Pinkies Up version, right?
Yeah,
Like, we're this rich,
right. You don't even need our shirts. Get out of here.
right? Oh, fantastic! I love baseball. How stupid it is sometimes. So, anyways, we've segued enough. Let's go back to our next topic of Dodgers excellence. As mentioned, they swept the Angels, and then they had the series against the Padres. So, had us all nervous because they are neck and neck in the division, right? They have been for a while.
Hmm.
The Padres famously play up to the Dodgers every time,
Yep.
and the Dodgers did lose Game 1. It was a 1-0 game, so they refused to score. They got outpitched, but Game 2, they were down, I believe, 4-2 at some point. I think they were down 4-0. I think they were down 2-0, then 4-2, and then they came
Yeah.
back to win 5-4 in the ninth inning, um, taking it to Mason Miller. Now they didn't like take him yard or anything, but it was an amazing at bat by Anthony Pages. I think it was like 12 pitches. He fouled off a bunch of balls and got the sac fly to score the winning run
Yeah. That was
before
nuts.
our dude Dodgers super closer Tanner Scott came in and closed it out. Oh no, it was Will Klein.
Yeah.
Sorry, it was Will Klein. Tanner Scott actually
Yeah.
closed the eighth inning, or not closed, but he kept the eighth inning scoreless where the Padres were threatening.
Hmm. Yeah, and it was a errant throw by Miller. Well,
That
going
got
back to
that
keep your helmet off.
yeah right
Or keep your helmet on.
yeah it was Alex
They got Alex
Call
Call.
pinch running for Max Muncy,
Hmm.
and he was way off the back. He was dead to rights, like uh,
He was halfway down the second base.
and
Like
he
he was back.
stopped. It was weird. Like he just stopped to
Yeah.
see what was gonna happen, and Miller, for whatever reason, threw a rocket to first base. It clanked off the glove, which let Alex Call
Hmm.
get the third, and
Yeah.
that's when the sac fly scored the winning run.
Yeah. He was like,
So
"Oh shit."
yeah. Like he went from being the last out in a really boneheaded way, or not the last out, but being out like, come on man, we put you in the pinch run, so we need you to score. To like, hey, he's on
Hmm.
third.
Yeah. Yeah. And all that was set up by Max Muncy challenge
Yeah.
on a called strike, which was overturned to be ball 4.
Yep.
Full count. So
And the last game was not so great for the Padres. I think they went in winning, like, was it 6-2? The Dodgers won.
yeah.
So Dodgers take the series, maintain the lead. This is showing you the score from the first game, which is just
Yeah, it was bad.
7 left on base. They had so many opportunities, just couldn't get it going. Um, so yeah, the last game too. You didn't watch on TV, but I did. And
Hmm.
as they created a couple errors, a couple base running mistakes, more offensive ineptitude, you saw the vibes drop in real time.
Oh yeah,
Like
you
Mason
could
Miller
always tell
getting
like on
lost the night
Machado's face.
before,
Hmm.
and then coming into the second game, that third game, and you could as things progressed and they kept playing worse and worse, you could see, and
Yeah.
then Jackson Merrill getting hurt and being removed from the game.
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, so it started
That
almost
catch was
immediately.
amazing, but
Yeah,
yeah.
no, he didn't catch it. He tried to catch it.
Well, yeah, sorry. The attempt at robbing it was
Yeah,
amazing because he
but
got super high, but he like laid on top of that wall for like a second. It's kind
yeah,
of
because it
nuts.
was essentially Otani hit a walk or a leadoff home run on the first pitch,
Hmm.
and Merrill went to go grab it and he didn't. He like bent his back. So I haven't seen the update on his injury. Hopefully it's not bad. Back injuries are horrible for baseball players. Ask Christian Yelich.
Yeah.
So hopefully he comes back okay. But that was kind of like the beginning of the end. And they didn't play today due to the Dodgers. We'll have to see what happens tomorrow. And in honor of the Padres' mood being down,
But the vibes are down. Awful.
vibes are down.
Awful
Awful,
mood.
awful mood.
This is amazing. I still can't believe he did this. This is awesome.
Thank you, Gemini. You
Yeah.
do excellent work.
Yep. There's your little star in the corner.
Yep.
Credit to you, Gemini.
We're not cutting it out. We're not gonna hide it. You know. And part of the frustrations for the Padres fans and the whole team is their big three not being big. And for those who don't know who this is Michael Conforto last year, who was just terrible.
Terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, he was worse than he was bad. Like he was for real. Like I've never been like, oh, that dude is just bad. No, this dude was
Which
bad
kind of
last year.
sucks
Like,
because like I wasn't like a huge fan, but I liked the signing.
yeah.
Like when they signed him, I
Like
was
on it.
like, oh, dude, like Conforto, that's a good pickup. Like that's gonna be
Yeah. Like
awesome.
honestly, yeah. I had higher hopes that I think he's the first guy in a long time. Well, I guess I should restate that he's the first named player that we've gotten in a long time. That used to be like I guess a bigger deal.
Yeah.
That hasn't worked out.
Yeah. Well, he might be the first of two because right now Kyle Tucker is still trying to find it. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, and by that I mean like guys that actually bought into the program.
Yeah.
Because I'm 100% sure he bought into
Oh,
it.
100%.
But
He talked about it.
It just it just was not fixing whatever needed to be fixed.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, some guys just have down years. You know.
Yeah, Syndergaard and what's his name, Max Scherzer.
Yeah.
They didn't buy into the fucking
no.
paper. Like, let's be honest. Like they did not want to be told what to do.
Syndergaard was
how
weird because he came in talking about like I'm excited to be here and I know you guys can fix me, and then reports started coming out about how like he's not listening to anything we're telling him.
Yeah, he didn't want to.
He brought like his
didn't
own
end
trainer.
up wanting to do. Yeah.
Like, they're like we're out, dude. You know.
Yeah. So that's why he played like what 4 games for us. Like pitched 4 games for us.
Yep.
Yeah. It's crazy, but. Man, the fall off is real with Titties Jr., man.
Still no home runs, which is crazy. Well, you know, unless you count his other home runs to juicing.
Yeah. That's crazy.
But his overall offensive production has just been bad. Like, even for a non-superstar player, it's bad, right?
Yep.
When we're a quarter way through the season. Well, actually, we're 50 games of the season, so we're more than a quarter way now. And you're pumping 30%. Negative WAR with that contract at a premium position. That's not that does not bode well. That his on base percentage and slug is just like eye popping. You know, it's like, wow.
And it's
Yeah,
and it's I mean it's bad defensively too. Like he had that.
Oh, he's out a bunch of
I think that also allowed.
Yeah,
that also allowed a little league home run, and then at second he's just been terrible. Like defensively, like it. Like my hopes for him so I actually had hopes for Tatis because I don't think he's a bad guy. I think he's a decent enough player where if he is in a position day to day where he can actually succeed, he will. But this moving around for him, it's not. That's not the business for him.
Some guys can't deal with that.
Yeah, like you need to have him in a position the entire year, and if that means, you got shitty defense in the outfield, then let's hope they don't hit it to him.
Yeah.
But yeah, and especially right now with Merrill down, like whoever they're, they might need a shift in outfielder, stick him in right field again, dude. Like who cares? Like, I mean, what's like pitch freaking lefties,
right?
So that you have to face right-handed hitters and they pull to left field.
Yeah.
Like maybe get away with that, but yeah, man, like it's kind of sad. Like it's our old favorite word, Schadenfreude.
Yeah. Like I'm like with you. Like I hated on him as a joke, right? Because like I said, if he was a Dodger, people would love him, right?
Yeah.
His antics and everything. It's just because he's a Padre or an opposing team, people hate it. But he's genuinely a good player, right?
Yeah.
I still think he took a contract too early.
Yeah.
Or I would have let it play out a little longer and get a bigger bag. So
Yep.
and Jackson Merrill did the same thing. So the Padres got kind of lucky in that respect. He's making a lot of money, but they got both of them
Yeah.
very young, right?
Hmm.
Which should end up being a very team friendly contract to the next owners. But he's not
True.
the
Like they
only
won't try to get rid of him.
yeah, but he's not the only problem. Like let's go on to their second slide. Like I said, their front three are been their problem offensively.
Yeah, and this is what we mean in regards to they're very much a vibes team.
Yeah,
Like they thrive on that emotion and the
and the
vibes with
energy.
like yeah, like oh this is like we're doing amazing. But as soon as they get a little hiccup or as soon as there's like a little um adversity in their game or
Yeah,
something goes slightly wrong, like it almost always like we almost have it down to clockwork. Like after the second game where they lost, we're
yeah,
like the vibes are down.
yeah.
Like they're
They're
losing
due. Like
tomorrow.
here it
Yeah.
comes. Yeah, we've
Yep.
seen this pattern, right? Because
So
like
there's
when
gonna
the
be a long stretch.
they're gonna play well when they come on the field and they seem kind of cocky. If they're
Yeah.
like on a winning streak or they've played some really good baseball and they have that confidence, they're almost unbeatable. You know, but when
Yep.
that things start to go wrong, whether it's their fault or not, that's when when they get embarrassed.
Yeah. Like they feel that it's out of their control, I think.
Yeah,
And so they're like they overextend themselves. They try too much instead of it coming naturally to them.
yeah, they
It
force it.
like they just yeah, they just force
And we
everything
saw
and
that in
that
that playoff
never
series with the
works.
Dodgers. They went up 2-0
Yeah.
and then they kind of got punched in the face in game 3
Yeah.
and they never scored again.
Yeah.
When game 2 was when you had like that was the Profar getting into it with the fan. That was
Yeah.
Tatis wagging his tongue and acting out and doing all this other stuff. And again, they're cocky. The vibes are high, right? And
Mhm.
then getting shut out in game 3, yeah, you could see the mood just drop.
Yeah. Yeah, with the Padres, it's definitely always check out the check out the dugout.
Yeah,
See what they look like in there. And if they look somber, they're more than likely gonna lose unless
yeah,
something turns it around for them and then but even then it takes them a while to get back
yeah. When they
on
crash, I
on
mean, they
track.
crash pretty hard.
Mhm.
But it's funny because they just kind of come out of it all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's always weird like cuz they'll be down 3 games and then the next game they're like, "Oh, we scored 7 runs," and they win the game or whatever,
Yeah,
and all of a sudden they're back on a hot streak, and
yeah.
so
It's like something
yeah, I
crazy will
mean,
happen, like they'll hit a grand slam or something, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, we're in love with baseball again. Vibes are back up.
yeah, the vibes are back up.
And they're unstoppable for like another several weeks.
Mhm.
Because that was the run they did last year.
Yeah,
I mean,
but they didn't. But last year they didn't have too many injuries
no,
outside of pitching. I think their core fielding position
yeah,
players were pretty much healthy the entire year.
hmm
So it'll be weird. It'll be interesting to see where they come out of this with Merrill being sidelined.
yeah.
Because I think he's probably going to go on the 15, right?
I think
Or do we know
so.
if he's
I,
going on
I
the
haven't I
15?
haven't seen the full announcement yet
Mhm.
to see what's actually like what's the prognosis for his injury. I haven't seen that yet. So
If they, let's see if something's been updated to the Bird app.
great.
uh, wait. Oh no, this was yesterday. Wait, is this for real?
What?
He broke a rib?
Oh, is that what happened? Oof.
God, I hope that's not
Oh
the
man, that's
case.
bad.
He's out for a while. Yeah.
Well, even if it comes back, it's not fun. Like
Yeah.
broken rib for anyone who has to run is not good times, right?
Yeah.
So that's brutal.
Yeah, I don't see that's like just one dude that said it, but so I'm hoping it's that's not the case.
Yeah, it's just hearsay.
At this point, yes.
Yeah,
There's no
but yeah, oof, that's bad news. That's really bad news for them if he's out for an extended period. Not that again, not that he's been he's actually our next slide. Not that he's been contributing greatly either, but you also don't want to lose him, right? Like he's positive WAR at least, right?
yeah.
Not great, but defensively he's been awesome still.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean that I think when we were looking at the war for the Padres this year, nobody's above 1.
yeah,
Like there's
which
no
is crazy.
standout
Yeah,
guy.
it's crazy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
The
Paja's at like 3 already,
yeah, it's
or something.
it's something
And his
else.
all-time career high is like 3.6. He'll be there in a couple weeks at this rate, you know.
Yeah.
So while we're all dumping on the Padres,
Mhm.
so apparently, so explain what this is. So I don't know if you guys know what Hodad's is or Whodad's. It's a burger chain out of San Diego. They're delicious, by the way. Um,
Yeah.
and they have a location at Petco, and they have this thing called which went online, which apparently I found out is not new. They've had this for several years, or a
Yeah.
couple years now. But it's called the FTD burger, which stands for "Fuck the Dodgers," right? Because we're classy like that in San Diego.
Mhm.
And it's funny because it went viral and it got reported all over the place because I guess no one really talked about it for some reason. Like people were at Petco were like, "Oh no, that's been around for like 3 years now." Like, well, how did this
Goddamn.
not become news? Like, I never heard of this, right?
Yeah.
Um, but it's like we were joking about this to ourselves. Like, it's kind of a weird self-own
Mhm.
because it has 3 onion rings on it, so it's got 3 rings.
Yeah.
Which again, is that predictive then? Because when the burger came out, they would only had 1 ring in the 20s.
Yeah.
And someone else pointed out it's the only burger on the menu with onion rings on it.
Yeah. That's pretty funny. Like what the fuck?
Oh, but the comment section for this on our baseball was hilarious. Because the Dodger fans, it's always a weak argument. Like, oh, you guys got little brother energy, whatever, right? And dude, that came out in full force. Like Mariners
Yep.
fans and Red Sox fans, like, oh, you guys tried to deny the little brother allegations, but this seems pretty little brother, uh, like a little brother activity to me. I was like, oh man, they're gonna wear it today.
Yep. Yeah, as soon as I saw that at the I think it was a tweet. Yeah, it was this one. I was like, "Oh, like
Right?
I was like, oh hell
You're
nah."
right. Which again, throwing it back to Umusume, we had the sad, I keep forgetting her name, not Fine Motion. Uh, so we have the cocky and happy Sakura Bakushin known as a dog.
Sakura Bakshino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is going to segue into our new segment. We're going to do this every week now, right? This is gonna be our new thing.
Oh yeah.
We always talk
Yeah,
about Padres vibes, but we're
let's
going to
do
do
it.
a vibe check or a mood check on the NL West. Inspired by Umusume, of course, which is a game in the franchise we all love. So here's our
Yes.
interpretation of the current mood for the division.
So good.
Now, the Dodgers are not in great mood because they haven't been playing that great the last 2 weeks. They
Yeah.
played better. That the first game of the Padres being blanked definitely is a downer.
Hmm.
So that's where we left them at good. The Padres, having lost those 2 games in dramatic fashion, right?
Vibes are down.
So they're awful. Yeah.
Yes. Terrible.
Diamondbacks mid. I mean, they've been playing okay. They're kind of in the hunt. They're chasing in third place. They haven't been spectacularly good or spectacularly bad. They've been
Hmm.
very mid, so they're normal.
Yep.
The Giants, they continue to flounder.
Yes.
I don't think people picked them to win the division this year, but we definitely had them picked to do better than they're doing, including their fan base.
Yeah. Hmm.
Um, Adamas has still been playing pretty good with them, but even he's been showing cracks, right?
Yeah.
A lot of the moves they made, like I think everyone assumed, like I don't think you can find anyone who said that the moves they made this all season were all bad. They were all good, right? I mean, they all look like these are all great moves. These are all solid pieces. They're definitely heading in the right direction, and it just has not worked for them.
Hmm.
Not quite awful, because again, they were not expected to try to win the division this year. They're in a rebuild, so that's why we have them as
Yeah,
bad.
for sure.
And the Rockies, despite being in the basement, they're normal because that's kind of where they expected to be,
Yeah.
right? Like their expectations were not high for the season to begin with. They fired Bud Black. They don't have they do have a couple really good rookies in the minor leagues, but they're not being called up this year.
Mm,
They didn't make any big signings. You know, it was expected to be more of the same this year. So we keep them at normal. If you guys think differently, let us know. But I love it.
yeah. This is so good, dude. When we were brainstorming it, I was like, "Oh, we have to do it with the Umazing moves."
And I think that whoever wins the division will get
Like,
the amazing one at the end of the year.
oh yeah, yeah. Hmm.
When the division gets clinched, whoever does it, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, good times. So while we're in this mood, let's check the standings real quick. And I did the whole league this time. Usually we just do the Angels and Dodgers, but I want to take a look at the league again because we're again at around 50 games for each team, right?
Hmm.
We're starting to see some compaction in the American League.
Yes.
Not all good though. We've seen a couple teams switch places, a couple surprises. The Orioles way in the basement
Yep.
is a little crazy. The Blue Jays have come back a little bit, but they're still 11 games back, which
Hmm.
oof, that hurts. And people are gonna look at this and say, well, how are they quote unquote coming back a little bit at 460? I said, well, they were worse than that before.
Yeah,
So
they
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 are
were
playing better
way.
baseball, but it's an uphill climb for them.
Hmm.
The Yankees have fallen back down to earth after a really hot
Yeah.
start. The Red Sox are just yeah. None of their expectations were crazy, but you expected better than this at this point in the season.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, here's where things get interesting: is the AL Central. So the Guardians
Hmm.
being in first again, not a surprise. You know,
Yeah.
we thought it'd be them and the Tigers.
Hmm.
The White Sox in second.
Yeah. One game over 500 at this point.
Murakami is playing great. Old
Yeah.
Dodger friend Miguel Vargas has also been playing great.
Yeah.
They're an interesting team. They are very fun to watch.
They are.
They are putting it together. Again, it's not amazing baseball, but they're finding ways to win.
Yeah. Murakami definitely can't miss right now, basically.
Murakami's crazy because his contract at first, they're like, we're gonna get this guy for a deal, right? Because we're
Yep.
not really paying him too much money. But then you look at the opt outs, it's like, oh man, he's gonna opt out next year and get crazy money if he
Oh,
keeps playing like this.
100%, dude.
Oh yeah, it was
Yeah.
very smart of him to make that contract, to take that
Yep.
contract. So good for him. Twins are playing again good baseball, maybe not amazing, but they're playing better than expected. The Royals, though,
Yeah.
like Bobby Witt has been amazing this year,
Yeah.
but that him and Salvi are they're pretty much the entire team.
Yeah. Kind of
And the
is.
biggest shocker, again, a lot of its injuries is the Tigers.
Yeah.
And so current rumor mill is Tarek Skubal's going to be shopped,
Yeah.
which
Well,
makes
he said
sense.
he wants to
Well, that's the rumor, right? That
be
he came out and
shopped.
said, "I
Yeah.
want you to trade me."
Yeah.
So interesting,
Which I mean, if you
because he's not going to be back till All Star break.
yeah, I think that's what they said. Like if him and
Edwin Diaz, right?
Edwin Diaz are
Yeah.
supposed to be coming back within the same week, I want to say.
Hmm.
And it's like the early June or like middle of June.
Ah, yeah,
So
maybe better for both of them.
yeah. So it's gonna I mean, I think I think he's doing it now to be a team player and be like,
Get
this is
something for
probably
me.
the best you're gonna get something from me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you don't like I don't want to resign here is basically what he's
Right?
essentially saying.
Yeah.
And he's like, because I know you guys aren't going to be able to offer me what I want. Like
Hmm.
this is the like what do I want to say, because it's not a trap, but this is the side effect of going through arbitration.
Yeah. Yeah, because
It's
was he
like
making
you,
like 25 mil this year or something? Yeah.
yeah, like he,
I mean, the fact that he
you
had to
know,
go through arbitration, the writing's on the wall.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know.
yeah. Like the fact that he not just had to go through arbitration, but that he had his back to back Cy Young awards
Right?
in his yeah, in his duffel bag,
Yeah.
ready to show the arbitration board and be like, "This is why
Yeah.
I deserve more money to play." Yeah, so yeah, notoriously cheap Detroit, but I mean, like good for him
Yeah.
for letting them know, be like, "Hey, get something for me because I'm
Yeah.
definitely gonna see what's out there."
Yeah.
And I mean, the Mets or the Dodgers or
The
some
Yankees or
big money
someone's.
team is gonna come and
Yeah.
they're gonna make him a really good offer, regardless of what his current situation is with his arm.
Yeah. Not the Padres though, because they depleted their their
Yeah,
their minor league so completely the last couple of
yeah.
years. So if you're looking
Well,
for
yeah, they
them
wouldn't
to
be
make a
able to.
move, don't expect them to because they have nothing to offer. Because they're
Yeah.
Tigers gonna be looking for cheap pieces.
Yeah, I
So
mean, the only way that they can maybe like it would have to be a multi-team deal
yeah,
where they get pitchers from a different team and then they send those pitchers to Detroit for him.
yeah.
But I think they also want position players.
Mm.
Now the interesting one that could potentially come up is um what's it called? I think the Angels said that they're looking into possibly even moving Trout.
That's the rumor.
Like
That
they're entertaining deals
yeah,
or
because
hearing deals. Or,
what I
yeah.
read was it wasn't Artie's decision, but I think they said that Manassian brought it up and Artie didn't say no,
Yeah.
which is shocking. But we'll see what happens. Which brings us to the AL
Yeah.
West, right? That's a good
Mhm.
segue. And all I'm going to say about that is what I said last week.
Oh,
like,
oh Lord.
yeah, they got swept by the Dodgers. You know, it was good for us Dodger fan to see that, but they were gutless.
Yeah. It's been sad to watch.
Dude, it is pain to watch the Angels right now. Like, especially after how they started the season, Mike Trout was playing good. You know, they were winning some games. You know, they were like, oh man, we could win the division this, we keep this up. Look at them now.
Yeah.
I mean, 340, that's the worst in baseball, I think, right?
Yeah. And they actually lost today, so they're actually 9.5 games
Oh, it's even
back.
worse. Jesus, yeah, this is from.
Yeah.
Oh no, this is from today. Never mind. This was before the thing. Well, they
Yeah.
might have, or were they playing at 7, the usual time? Were they at home?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So
Yeah,
this
they're
has been updated then. This is, I put this in around like 7:30 or something, so it would have been updated to that game.
okay, yeah.
A's are a surprise at first base. The Rangers are not a surprise to me because I thought they would bounce back.
Hmm.
The Mariners, they called up Colt Emerson, so they're trying.
Yeah.
They know they're funky right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at least they're not in, I think was last week they were in second to last or something like that.
Yeah, they were like 5
So,
behind or something.
so they
Uh,
flipped with the Astros,
yeah, so
but
they're coming back. Well, Astros, oof, they went on a terrible stretch of games themselves too.
yeah,
Um,
stinker.
not that we care.
Yep.
So this division is again like all these divisions are a lot of baseball left, but a lot of surprises in the American League. And let's just
Hmm.
say it out there right now, like interleague play, the American League sucks right now. I think of all the interleague games that happened was it last weekend, the American
Yeah.
League only won like 2 series out of 15. Like it was crazy. And one of them was the White Sox beating the Cubs.
Yep.
Like wow. Let's check out the senior circuit real quick. So Bravos are still leading all of baseball, but Acuna's coming back, but they're starting to show some cracks,
Hmm.
which you expect, right? We're 50 games in. So we'll see how that. The Phillies have really turned it around, but all that was just to get back to 500.
Yeah, yeah,
That's how terrible they were, right?
yeah,
Same for the Mets. The Mets are starting to play good baseball, but they're still 12 and a half back. Like those teams have dug themselves into such a big hole, and
yeah,
the Braves are still playing really well. It's gonna be tough for them to make it back.
yeah. I mean, it's not. Yeah, I mean, it's not the worst position. They're definitely in contention for possibly wild card team
Yeah.
3 or 4, whatever the hell. How many
Well, not right now
goddamn
because look at the
wild
Central.
card teams we have? Well, yes, but yeah, yeah, for sure. But they are still within striking. I mean, even
Yeah.
all the teams in the NL East are within striking distance of even the bottom team in the Central,
Yeah.
right? So it's like, but yeah, I mean, they're good. Like, if they want that guaranteed spot,
Yeah.
they're gonna have to somehow,
They're gonna have to go on some runs.
yeah, they're gonna have to get Downhausen to freaking curse
Yeah.
the Braves or something. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Like that's like that's the Braves are a fucking machine right now. It's crazy.
That's it. They're showing some weaknesses here and there. They've been a little
Hmm.
sloppy this last week, but they're still winning because again they're winning in multiple phases, right?
Yeah.
They're not like it's only pitching, it's only offense. They're winning everywhere. They're playing well
Hmm.
everywhere. So we'll see how that plays out for them. Now going to the Central,
Yeah.
this is still crazy to me. Every team in the Central has a winning record,
Yeah. Yeah.
which used to be the NL best thing, and that's why they were called the
Hmm.
Comedy Central, right? But now I'm like, gotta kind of bite my tongue on that one a little bit. The Cubs, as we mentioned before, have lost first place. The Brewers have taken it now. Brewers
Yeah.
have played some great baseball. The Cubs have not been playing great baseball.
Yeah.
Um,
They're like on opposite trajectories right now.
yeah, the
It's kind of
Cardinals have
nuts.
been okay. The last couple
Yeah.
weeks, like not great. I mean, their expectations are super low. First of all,
Hmm.
so they're doing pretty good. The Pirates, of course, the expectations are low, but they're playing good baseball for the Pirates.
Yep.
There's a lot of good stuff. The Reds too. Obviously
Yep.
Elliot the Cruz is a big name there, but they're playing really good baseball, and that's why you see them all, despite being like second to last in last division, they're all over 500.
Yep.
The Pirates in the West would be in third place or fourth place. They'd be higher than in they'd be second place in the East.
Yep.
Same with the Reds. Like it's crazy. You know, and then of course our division, the West. Um, the Dodgers were duking it out with the Padres. They kept
Hmm.
switching that half game lead back and forth over the last week.
Yeah.
After winning the series, they're now a more comfortable 1.5 ahead, right? And like we said,
Yeah.
the vibes are down, so maybe the Dodgers can build that lead. But you can't sleep on the Diamondbacks.
Nope.
They just kind of been lurking. They've been lurking in third place for a while. The gap hasn't really grown.
Yeah.
If the Dodgers or Padres start to fall apart, or go on
Hmm.
a losing streak, and the Diamondbacks go on a winning streak, they'll close that gap in no time at all.
Yeah. They just need that. It's not even the like the hardest, like it's, well, I don't want to say the hardest. It's like it's not even the most difficult thing for them.
No.
Is that they just need to be consistent
Yep.
and then play really good when they need to play really good.
Yep.
And the Diamondbacks are one of those teams that'll grind it out. Like
Yeah.
they have that in them to just be like, okay, we'll just be, like we'll just keep being consistent, but winning consistently at this point,
Yeah.
and yeah, they'll be in the mix. Like
Yeah.
for sure, they'll be in the mix.
What they need to clean up, as you can see from this chart, is their away splits.
Yeah, that's
That's what they've been
the big
suffering
thing.
this
Is like,
year. Yeah. And they've just not looked great away. It's weird.
mm-hmm,
Not like they haven't won a bunch of games away. They won 10 out of 14 or 10 to 14. So they've won. It's not like they're like 2-28 or whatever, right? So they've been winning away
yeah,
games, but not super convincingly, right? Whatever is going on with them in away games has not been great. Um, the Giants are just. I mean, we hate the Giants. We're not going to be shy about that because we're Dodgers fans. It's generational hate, guys. It's not real hate. Like we're not going to go out there and punch you guys in the face most of the time.
yeah.
Uh, but there's no love between us. There's respect, but not love. But yeah, it's. I did not expect them to be in this position.
Yeah. Well, yeah. This is Buster's second year or first year?
Second year.
Second year,
Yeah.
right? But he fired Farhan at the end of last year,
Yeah.
or
No.
yeah,
Yeah. It was last year?
2 years
I
ago.
remember. But I thought their moves
Um,
they made were great this year. Maybe not
yeah,
blockbusters, but they made a lot of solid moves, right?
I definitely thought that like they same sentiment. It wasn't like the best of the moves,
Yeah.
but they did enough to beef up what they had already, and it
Yeah.
just has not worked out for them at
No, it
all.
has not.
I'm like, oh man, like this is bad.
Because like the Mets were making head scratching moves in the offseason.
Hmm.
You know, we're like, I don't know about this. You know, I was like, I can kind of see what the Mets are trying to do, but everyone's like, I don't know if that's really a winning recipe, right? And it's proven
Yeah,
to not be the winning recipe. Whereas the Giants, most consensus was like, okay, they didn't have an amazing offseason, but it was good.
yeah.
You know, they filled a lot of holes. They got better as a team on paper overall, and they
Hmm.
cut a lot of people like Yastrzemski who were treading water for them,
Yeah,
and it just hasn't worked out for them. So, I mean, it's like you feel bad, but you don't.
yeah, yeah.
Honestly,
You're like, eh,
I mean, the rivalry's better when both teams are good, right? That's always been the case. That's what
yeah.
makes the Padres rivalry exciting. Is because they're both good, right? The only
Hmm.
reason it's a rivalry at all is because both teams are good at the same time. Like, is it a
Yeah.
historic rivalry? No. Once the Padres go back to sucking, it'll be a forgotten rivalry.
Hmm.
Just like it was back in the 90s when the Dodgers were terrible and the Padres win the division every year. Yes, that's right, people. That did happen.
Yeah.
That wasn't a rivalry either because the Dodgers were terrible,
Hmm.
But yeah, I hope to one day see the Giants put up more of a fight. I still want the Dodgers to win the division every year and just hand everyone their butts if they can. But I want it to
Yeah.
be a competitive. We call it the NL Best reason, right?
Hmm.
Because that that Reddit started when like the game 163 year. There was the year where the Giants stole first place in the Dodgers. So the Dodgers don't have that streak.
Yeah.
It was when Rocktober happened. You know,
Hmm.
the Pods were starting to come into their own. The Diamondbacks made the World Series. I mean, the NL Best was just on fuego for so long.
Yeah, they were ridiculous for so long.
So this year and the back end of last year is like, oof, what is happening? The Rockies are the
Yeah, it's
Rockies.
been
Unfortunately, they don't have an answer, and they're cheap. So
cheap bastards. No,
these are not
except for you, Dean. We love you.
right. These are not the Todd Helton, Arenado, Tulowitzki Rockies anymore, right?
Yeah,
They got Chris Bryant still, which we've seen how that
that
worked out
just
for
ended
them.
up being a bad.
Oh my
Yeah,
god, yeah.
I feel bad for that dude, but I hope he gets all that money. Like he didn't. I mean, he definitely didn't earn it from the Rockies, but
Yeah,
he earned it through like having to play through that pain.
yeah. I mean, again, I don't fault him for getting that bag.
Yeah,
If someone's
not
offering
at
that
all.
money, you take it,
Yeah,
right? And he
yeah.
kept
If
playing
there's
through all that pain, and he continues
yep,
to try. He's not a Rendon.
yeah, he's not sitting at home like
Yeah,
just raking in the money. Like
he's trying
yeah,
everything
he's
he can to
actually
get back, and it's just not working. And he's expressed his frustration with it.
yeah.
Like his body is falling apart. There's nothing he can do apparently, right? Which sucks. You hate to
Yeah,
hear that. So shout out to
yeah.
Chris Bryant.
I
I
would
hope
hope.
you get better. You at some
Yeah,
point.
me too. I hate to put it this way, but I hope you can restructure or somehow work out a deal with the Rockies that you can restructure it so that they're
Mm,
not in a hole for your
yeah, and they can rebuild
like
a little
maybe
bit.
extend it. Yeah,
Yeah.
they can rebuild it sooner rather than later because they do. I mean, they deserve. I mean, they deserve a chance.
Yeah.
Like if anybody does, like that used to be the Vibes team.
Yep.
That's why Rocktober was Rocktober's because they were the Vibes team for that year.
Yeah. At least joked that the two teams that were first team all vibes were the Rockies and the Mariners.
Yeah.
Like, I never remember how bad or good they played. Those teams always seem to be having fun, right? The
Yep.
fans are having fun.
Yeah, especially the Rockies, man. When they were having fun, you knew
Oh
they were
yeah.
having fun.
But this year, for both teams, has not been fun.
Nope.
The Mariners' vibes are down too. They've
It's
just been
been
way underperforming.
yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, that was like, man, that's what like that's why I hate to think back on last year for them.
Yeah,
Because it was their year to reach the fucking World Series.
it really felt like it, right?
Yeah. Like I honestly thought that they were finally gonna reach
The promised
the
land.
series and be
Yeah,
like, okay, we finally have tasted it. Like at this point we don't care if we like I mean even Kingdom said like he's like if we reach the World Series I don't care if they win or lose I'm just glad to be there
yeah, right.
because we've never been there.
Hmm.
Yeah. And like he's like it would be better if we won,
Yeah, of
but
course, right.
like obviously I was like yeah, so
But see, that's the thing where
that
like I
historic
think
run was crazy.
people have more love and appreciation for Mariners fans versus the Padres
Yeah,
fans. So the Padres fans are in the same situation. They never made a. They've made the World Series. They haven't won one, right? Right.
they haven't won the World Series yet. Yeah,
But their bravado for the World Series is on a different level compared to the Mariners fans.
yeah, that's
Kingdom's sentiment is not uncommon amongst Mariners fans. They're like, dude, if we make it, I'm gonna be so happy.
yeah. Yeah, like that would have been Padres fans pre 80 something whenever
Yeah,
they made it with Steve Garvey, right? Like oh my god, we're finally in the World Series, yeah.
they
And
weren't even an
then
old team at that point.
yeah, they're still
So
relatively young expansion team at
yeah,
that point.
right.
So I mean,
Anyways, shall we wrap up with our Dodger of the week?
let's do
And
it.
this is all you because you brought him up.
Yeah.
So you tell me when to go. We'll drop the slide, and you're off to the races.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead, my friend. So this week's Dodger of the week is the man, the myth, the legend himself, Jerry Hairston. Oh, sorry, Jerry Wayne Hairston
His
Jr.,
government name.
who played with the Dodgers from 2013 to 2013. That's right, one season, single season wonder. However, he left such an indelible impact on the team that he was asked to come back as a broadcaster for Sportsnet LA, and he began the year after he finished his career with us. So,
Mhm.
hooray!
Also,
Statistically, he
a
didn't do
old
that
timers
much.
game legend for getting a home run off of a Hershiser.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And
That's
he
so
wouldn't
true.
shut up about it for like 2 years. I took a Hershiser yard, dude. He's like 65.
Yeah, yeah. So he's fifth. He's a fifth. No, fourth generation.
Oh, major league
Yeah,
player? Yeah, he's
four.
a fourth generation.
Yeah, he's fourth generation player. Um, he's he's we famously call him our other favorite Mexican, because he did play for Team Mexico
Yep.
in WBC. Uh, his family is descended from slaves,
Hmm.
and they got their name from the Scott Irish Hairston family that owned plantations throughout the United States South. Um, the other thing is his son Landon is currently playing for ASU. I think that might be Scott's son.
I think it's his son. I thought. 'Cause I think the nephew also plays with Scott's son, but he didn't get drafted, from my recall.
Yeah. Well, we know he's one of their sons.
Hmm.
um. So there, I think he just won uh player of the year for ASU. So
Which I
things are
hope.
looking up.
I hope Landon gets drafted because I mean, to be a fifth generation professional baseball player is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is wild.
That's pretty nuts, right?
Yeah. I think it was his grandfather, Sam Harrison, actually played in the Negro Leagues.
Yeah. Oh, so yeah, his father is Scott Hairston, so it's Jerry's brothers.
Oh,
So that's his
Jerry's son. Okay,
yeah, yeah. So that's his nephew,
nephew. Sorry,
Landon Hairston.
Scott's son.
Yeah. So yeah,
That'd be cool.
that'll be cool because I think everybody, it's like what's who's the one in the NFL where it's like 11 generations
Or
of
something crazy,
oh the
right?
Matthews.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Like the Matthews have been in the football
Like
for 11
forever. Yeah,
generations, and everybody's making like, oh, well, what about the Sharps with their blah blah blah? I was like, no, bitch, like they're
right.
literally somebody that's been on a football team, like their families always played football.
Yeah, since football was invented, you know.
Yeah.
Well, that was a joke. Like
So,
when the Giants fans were hyping up Yastrzemski, right?
mhm.
Just because his grandfather's called Yastrzemski, I was like, yeah, but I think his father only played for a little while. Right? Like he's a third gen. I was like, yeah, but Jerry Hairston's a fourth gen, and his son's gonna be, or his nephew's gonna be a fifth. So, I mean, that's crazy too.
Yeah.
Just because they weren't famous, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, Scott's got some notoriety. He was a solid player.
Mhm.
Um, Jerry's got some notoriety for the wrong reasons
Yeah.
because he
Well,
was
yeah, he's
implicated in
part
that
of
Mitchell report,
the Mitchell report.
which he denies, but he doesn't talk about anymore.
Vehemently.
Right, vehemently denies. Um, now, for those who don't know, why is he still popular with Dodger fans? And it's because he's the pregame and postgame show broadcaster for the Dodgers.
Yeah.
And how do you
He
describe
always
his style?
man, I don't know.
Like he's kind of got that bravado and cockiness, but he's also very self-deprecating.
Yeah. I think it definitely comes out like the bravado comes out when he's talking to um what's his name? Like let's just say a non-player host on the
Oh, like
so like
John
whenever he
Hartung or
talked to
something.
Alana or John, yeah,
Yeah.
or John Harton or even what's his name? The field reporter.
Oh, Dave Vassay.
Yeah, it's yeah,
But I mean,
Vassay. That's
everyone craps on Vassay.
yeah.
That's like team tradition at this point.
Yeah, true. But what's it called? But when he's talking to like, but you can definitely tell like his like when he's talking to Oral or somebody that
Oh yeah, yeah,
that's of note
yeah.
that has played baseball, like you can almost tell like he's very reverent of them and that
Hmm.
like he's very respectful of them. But then he goes back into his like, well, I think that
Well, he also bragged about winning World Series when he was like a
yeah,
utility player for the
my one
Yankees or
world
whatever.
yeah,
Yeah.
my one World Series with the Yankees in '09. It's like calm down.
No, but he does it in such a funny way because like he gets shut down a lot and he just wears it in such a funny way.
Yeah.
Like he's very
Uh,
self-deprecating. You know, he talks about like like he'll own himself all the time. Like they talk about some stat or whatever. Where it's like when you're like me and you hit, you know, 85 career home runs or whatever. You know, so I don't
yeah.
know, like he says stuff like that all the time, which kind of you know he exudes that sort of weird cockiness, but again. He's kind of self-deprecating at the same time, which kind of balances it out, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
I definitely love his humor,
yeah,
like and just the way that he kind of carries himself. It's really like it's really good for a Dodgers broadcaster, I
yeah.
guess is the way we could put it. Yeah. So
The only person more
and
entertaining than
then
him on Dodgers broadcast, for those who don't watch, is Dontrelle Willis, D Train.
oh yeah,
D Train is amazing.
that dude is that dude is crazy.
He's so funny.
Yeah.
They need to have him call more games.
That
D Train
is
calling a game
yeah.
is still the highlight of my season every year whenever he gets to do it.
Yeah. It's good. What's this thing like? Oh, it's like did he say something like it's like lettuce? It's
Oh,
crisp.
yeah. That pitch is cabbage. It's crisp.
Yeah, there you
Or
go.
that lettuce. Or yeah, it's
Yeah,
crisp.
it's crisp. Like what the hell?
It's like throwing the lettuce. I'm like, what the hell? I love that.
That's so good. So yeah,
And
that was
it is Hairston also who coined many of the kind of fan nicknames. So,
oh yeah, it
like
is because
America's
he'll say it on
Catcher is
the.
actually his thing.
Hmm.
They say that as a joke. It was the year where Will Smith was like not gonna like he was. They thought he would be an All Star and he didn't get voted in,
Hmm.
so he started calling him America's Catcher, like even though he's not an All Star. That's how that took off. And there's a couple that he started from the broadcast. It is funny though how he likes to keep
Yeah,
bringing up how he's half Mexican.
Yeah, he always. I mean, that's the other thing.
That's like a shtick, right?
Well, that's one of the two things that he's always bringing up. He's fucking ridiculous.
I know he's. I don't want to call him a clown, but he kind of is, right? But
Yeah.
not in an
100%.
insulting way. He's an entertainer, right?
No. Yeah. I mean, like his quick wit, it just makes him like perfect for to be the comedy guy.
Yeah,
Like,
the color guy. Yeah, and he has
yeah,
that. He does like the funny facial expressions too.
yeah,
Like
like to like I almost want to say Nomar is the straight guy. Or
kind of,
Adrian
yeah,
is the straight
yeah,
guy
because they're
whenever he's
not
on
quite
multiplayer.
as goofy, right?
Yeah. Like he'll catch them off guard and they'll be
Yeah,
like they'll almost always like look over and be like, "Did you just fucking say that?"
right. But
Uh
he's built such a great dynamic on the pre and post game show with Nomar and John Hartung so far. Like they're the usual trio,
mhm.
and they're pretty good. They're really good together. But the real treat is like during the postseason or during like these long travel games because Oral will be in the studio because he's not calling the games, and his banter with
Mhm.
Hairston's pretty funny. Because again, you see that not reverence, but he has that respect for Oral,
Yeah.
so he won't like be as braggadocious or tease him so much. But he
Mhm.
does like to set Oral up for jokes,
Oh yeah, for sure.
which is funny,
For
right?
sure. Yeah.
And Oral just walks right into him half the
Phew, so bad. Poor Oral. Like sometimes I feel bad for him, but then I'm like, no, you set yourself up for that.
Oh, he does all the
That's
time
so
with
bad.
like Joe Davis too,
Yeah.
because Oral like Oral is like again not being insulting, but he's like Two Face from the Batman series.
Hmm.
Because Oral on the mound is nothing like
Yeah.
Oral the person.
Yeah.
Like that like what Tommy told me, you switch the flip, you know, you switch the flip, you flip the switch to become the bulldog. It really was that way for him. Once you see interviews of him, now that
Mhm.
he's not playing anymore,
Yeah.
he's he's honestly like a really boring guy. He's not aggressive. You know,
Yeah.
he's not gonna insult anybody. You know,
Yeah.
he's got some smart remarks here and there, but he's very kind of level headed and not the bulldog that he's known to be. It's really funny to
Yeah.
see. So his banter with you know, guys who are really quick on their feet, like Hairston and Joe Davis, is really funny because, like you said, he walks into stuff all the
Yeah. So it's just ridiculous. It's just kind of funny. It's like, what the fuck?
time. Yeah. And he doesn't get it because he's not
Hmm.
that guy, right? He's not the witty guy who's into like all the hot topics and stuff. So he sets himself up all the time. It's
Yeah.
hilarious,
Yeah. Come on, man.
right? We love you, Oral, but man. All right, let's wrap us up with our GIF, which I'll let you explain that too because it's pretty funny.
Yeah. So I mentioned before that he always mentions that he's half black and half Mexican. And the other thing that he always mentions is that people confuse him for Denzel Washington. So he's getting mistaken for Denzel. No? And so here he is, famously in Training Day. Joey Hairston Jr., you're our pick of the week.
I love when he did the thing on Instagram where all the guys are like, or all the older guys like us, are, oh, Dad, what would you like in the 90s? And
Oh
they
yeah,
post
Eddie.
pictures of them being young. And it's pictures of him, like, it'll be a picture of him playing baseball and then a picture of Denzel Washington.
Yeah.
And then a picture of him doing something else and then a picture of Denzel Washington. I was dying. I was like, this guy.
That was good. Or the other one he did, I think, was like what was it? He's like, I wasn't even there. Like, what are they talking about? And
Oh, Denzel
it's like
Washington was
Denzel
spotted
and
doing something?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's so funny. So I was here in the studio.
yeah. Like, what are they even
Crazy.
talking about?
Right? That guy's too much. He's too funny. Oh, well, that was another long one. Thanks everyone for riding along with us,
Sticking
listening,
around.
or,
Yeah.
or, or catching up later on. Um, tune in next week for the next mood check.
Yeah.
Well, the Padres come off the awful vibes.
I
Will the Dodgers
personally
make the grade? I don't know. I don't think the
maybe I don't
Padres
know.
will. It feels like they're in that death spiral right now.
Yeah,
We'll just see how long that death spiral is. Is it a short one, or is this that once a year where they go like, you know, 5-20? It seems like
yeah.
every year, right? For a long stretch.
Have the Dodgers weather the storm and like I know. I mean, we're still a couple weeks out. We're still maybe like. Well, you know what the thing is, like Scuba was throwing a bullpen session today, right?
Did he?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So whatever surgery, and Snell's getting the exact same surgery as him.
Yeah,
So
it's
that
like, what do they call it? Micro something.
microneedling, I
Yeah,
think.
which sounds like, what the hell? Like,
Yeah, like like it's like, oh man, your elbow looks okay, but your eyebrows look fabulous.
someone was saying, it's like, why are you working his elbow? Do you see with the bags under his eyes? Get the guy some Botox or something.
Like, it's all gone. Like,
Yeah,
whoa.
that'd be weird. He comes back like all refreshed. Like, what the hell?
He gets the freaking what's it called, the buccal fat removal.
Oh yeah,
It looks like Skeletor shit.
yeah.
Like, whoa.
Dodgers
They
announced
had
their
to
new
in order to get.
sponsor. What is that cream they always show that gets your eye bags? That's on TV all the time.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Who's
Dodgers
I
new
met?
sponsor.
Like,
Yeah,
what the hell?
I'm Blake Snell and
Like Nutriderm or
something like
I
Nutriderm.
forget what
That's what
the
it is. Nutriderm.
uh, tighten up those tighten up
Those bags.
those pads on the guy. Uh,
Oh,
anyways,
and one last parting shot that I forgot to mention. I don't know why I didn't put this in our spreadsheet, but for those who don't know, who are not in California, California has banned the Cars for Kids ad statewide.
woo.
Rest in piss, Car for Kids. We hope we never hear your ad again.
Yeah.
And with that, we will end this week's chat.
1877. Oh,
Don't you dare! Don't you dare! And with that, we bid you all adieu. We will see you again next week. It feels lame to say this, but we always say it. Please like and subscribe. Send us some comments. Help us engage with you to understand what you like to hear or don't like to hear.
yeah.
Again, don't tell us we suck. We already know that. Be specific. Be constructive.
Yeah.
Thanks, everyone.
I was gonna say otherwise, I'll definitely be joining the tarp off. We'll be posting pictures daily.
Yeah.
Don't throw me with a good time.
Right? Don't challenge us to do stupid stuff. We're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Never
I'm
challenge us to be
Cali
annoying.
Drifter. Right? We'll do it.
We have no fear. That's
Yeah.
Cali Drifter. I'm Shinjiro. Thanks again, everybody. We will see you next time.
Yeah. Next week. Later, guys.